All right. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Took me long enough, but I got it. I got it. I got it. Eventually. Alrighty. How do I do this live thing? What is this live thing? What is this live thing? Alright. Now I got to... Hopefully... I can... Is that the wrong one, or is it... It's that one, right? There's some stuff going on. Hey, Nick, how's it going? I'm trying to figure out the co-host thing. Is it this button? Yes, it's that button. There we go. There we go. I was hitting the wrong one. I was hitting the other invite thing that I can't do. There we go.
Hi.
There we go. Hello.
We're back.
I remembered to turn on the 18 plus this time.
Oh,
but I
that's
still
amazing.
forgot where the frickin' button was.
I did
Where's the
not
button?
remember a few things, so at the last minute I was like, oh crap, I forgot to do this and that and all these little adjustments, and that's how you know it's going to be great, right?
Yes.
Is
yes.
when it's a little messy beforehand.
You know,
That's how I know when the food
I
is
prefer
gonna
it
be
that way.
good.
Exactly. Exactly. If you're
There's
not
a
wearing
mess in
it,
the
it's
kitchen.
not great. You know?
Yes,
If the kitchen's
exactly.
clean while it's being prepared, probably not going to taste very good.
Yeah, you know, it's just going to be average. It's just going to be
Yeah, you got to
average,
spill a little
you know?
sauce, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Splash
to-
a little oil, hopefully not
Exactly.
on
You
yourself.
have to impart the 3-second rule. Just kidding. Maybe not.
Okay. I'm putting some do not disturb things on here because,
Good idea.
you know, it's so much fun when you go to record and you're like, oh, it's such a good take. It's so happy. And you're right at that moment, that scene, and you're because,
Right.
you know.
That reminds me, I should turn off the chords of, you know. that thing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The
So we don't hear
chords.
the pling.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So, what are we
So.
doing? What are we doing?
We are doing lots of stuff. We are doing okay. A couple of things. We're doing a double feature. Actually, I named the stream a dual duet because we're doing 2 duets tonight, and it was quite funny to me. So
Nice.
hopefully, no, actually, I do hope it confuses a couple of people. They're like, "What?" and they click on it. 2 duets. What I meant.
That's the
Dual duet.
strategy. Confuse
Yeah.
people. Just
Right.
so they have to
What
like
does
look
that mean?
really
Click.
closely and be like,
Yeah.
what's happening? I don't
That's
understand. Yeah.
that's how I find like everything, to be honest. What is that?
So look.
Oh, that's right. The new mic. What is it? What is it? What'd you get?
New microphone. This is
What'd
the
you
UT Twin 87. That it is new to me. It is the microphone formerly owned by a friend of ours that we know on the Court of Discs, who was very, very happy to pass this along so I could get some more use, because you know this is what happens with narrators. Like, you get a big new shiny thing, and then you take the thing that you were using and you pass it along to someone else.
Exactly.
Or you just sit on it for a backup. That's always legit too.
That too. I need to eventually give this away. I'm thinking about a way to give this thing away because I don't use it anymore. Just sitting here.
Is that the solo?
Yeah, it's the solo, the
Yeah,
Focusrite
that's-
solo, but
that's
it's the
what I
new
have,
gen.
Yeah,
The
I
4th
have,
gen or whatever.
I have the 3rd gen.
Yeah.
of
The
that.
4th only has like a couple of like different things, but I like the they put the preamps from the 2i2 into the solo. So it sounds just a little nicer.
I kind of like that.
And are most people going to be able to notice? Absolutely not. No. Especially after you've mastered it. There's no way you're going to be able to tell.
Well, I mean, this has been fine, but I feel like if I had been forward thinking enough to have it have just one more jack, just one more audio out jack, then I wouldn't be running into this problem of where to host my stream and how to host my stream and all of that stuff that's technical and probably nobody cares about.
Yeah. But you know, Shinies, exactly, Nick. Exactly, Nick. Shinies. And thank you for all the sharing and everything that's going on as I hear the.
That's awesome.
Right?
Thank you all. That's so great.
Yes, thank
It's
you
so
so much.
great. I'm still new enough to the platform that I get so excited when people do things like that. I'm like, you shared
Right.
it. That's amazing.
You shared it with somebody. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. I think there's. I think. Can we share it out too? I
Not
know.
from the studio, not from
Yeah.
TikTok Studio. At least
Yeah,
I
you're just-
can't. Like I can't
I-
share it.
Oh, I can individually. Okay,
That's
there.
nice.
Okay, there. Who do I pick? I just start picking like random, right? All right, I just pick everybody that comes up on my list. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Until it tells me I can't pick anybody else. Not invite
I
you
think
though,
there's like
because
a
you're already here.
15. There's a 15 limit, a 15-person limit.
Sure.
If you're using the feature,
Yeah,
I think
15.
you are.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Send separately because I don't want to spam them all. Hey, Abner Wrights, how's it going? All right. Yeah, so what we were talking about, we have a dual duet tonight, meaning we have two stories that we're going to be covering. It's a double whammy, a double feature, if you will. First up will be Tinaree, Trial by Inferno by Nick Plume, and I think it's the first book she ever wrote, and it is definitely military sci-fi, and we'll be doing that one duet style. And then next, the last book that we'll be doing for this evening, or the last chapter that we're doing for this evening. I've lost the ability to talk. I'm going to stop now. It's all yours, Shay.
We're used to having
done.
a script. We're used
Yep.
to having a script. You know,
Right.
just take the script away, and we're like,
One more time. One more time.
I get goofy. I get so
Right.
goofy when I do recordings that are like
Right.
off the cuff recordings. I have to do it like 10 times
Oh,
in
yeah.
order to get something that I don't just
yeah.
pause in the middle and go,
Yeah. Most of them are
That was
ruined by me
dumb.
going, and then, fuck, like right in the middle. So I have to redo it anyways.
yes.
I'm like, I can't put that one out there. I mean, I could, but I should keep all those outtakes. It'd just be like 20 outtakes of me saying the F word or something. Anyways, the
I
second
kinda
book that
feel
we'll be
like
doing,
we
the
need to
chapter from the
record
second book.
our outtakes because
We do. We
But
do.
I mean, we need to have a better way to mark them so we can go back and like pull them out because there's many more than the ones that you all see. There's so many
True.
more.
True. I did capture some from our last sessions, though.
Oh no.
I'm just saying.
I
I'm just
mean,
saying.
I'm excited and also
Right,
like,
right.
oh no. It's a
should send
little
those to you.
it's a little cringe when we watch them, but it's like, you know, it's also like this is how the sausage is made.
True.
This is, you know,
True.
how things actually roll. And it's really encouraging for new narrators, I think, to see more experienced people getting out there and screwing up.
Absolutely. All the time.
know?
Yeah. Nobody's immune. Nobody's immune.
Yeah.
Hey there, Amanda. No problem sharing it out there. And the reading, what is it? Sorceress. Hello, hello, hello. I'm like all this chat's like popping up and I'm trying to catch up.
Yay.
Author Francesca DeLune, hello. And we, thank you, Nick. Also, at the end, remind me again, at the very end of the first book, when we're done, we're going to be doing a giveaway for Nick Plume's other audiobook that she just came out with called Prowler, narrated by this guy here. And it's probably one of the most amazing books that you could get narrated by me so far. Take that.
I know, I kind of
however you
want
will.
in the drawing, but I think that's cheating a little bit.
It's cheating just a little.
It's cheating a little bit.
Just a little. But if you want a copy, I know a guy. I know a guy. I'll probably get you a copy. I know a guy. Yeah,
Well,
I know a guy.
what I did too is I like to find all of the different places where you can find someone's audiobook. And so like I went out and I was looking around on Nick's stuff and I'm like, oh, you can get it here and here and here and here and here. And I'm like, I wonder if I can get it through my library. So I pulled up Libby and I queried the 2 libraries that I have like hooked into that. And it's in there as I can request it. So I'm like, I just requested it. I don't know if that helps. Like if any authors have experience with trying to figure out how the library system works and want to speak to that a little bit. But I'm like, it can't hurt, you know, to request it through my library. So
No,
there you
not at
are,
all.
Nick. It's requested in one of or in
Requested
2
through
of the
library.
Seattle libraries that I'm a member of.
Awesome. No, I think what happens is the library actually purchases it, and then they get like so many like copies that they can send out at a time. So it's still a
That's
purchase.
great. That's why don't we do that more? Like I feel like that's an interesting thing. I mean, people always like to be able to, like, people who use Libby heavily, they use the crap out of it.
Oh, yeah.
They've got like 10 libraries hooked in there and they're like, I can get this and this and this and this and this. So like if authors could say, hey, you want to see this at your library, request it.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
and most of the aggregators go out to the libraries now, and you can set your own prices on some of them. Like I think Kobo is one of them. You can set your own.
It's great.
After 2 a.m. for friend, where are you at? Yeah, it's got to be Europe, because it's not that late. It's only 9 in Eastern, so you got to be farther over into the European side. UK. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I had 2 downloads in the Italian library system. Well, that's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
That's pretty cool. Oh, I do remember you saying that. Yeah, there was 2, because you were talking to somebody and they were from Italy. So you're like, I know where those 2 came from. That's awesome.
I'm just imagining somebody sitting on the Spanish steps in Rome with their earbuds on, just chilling,
Right.
listening,
Right.
you know? Oh,
Yep,
it's
looking
great.
at the Roman Colosseum. Like,
Yeah.
listening to Prowler. Yeah. I'd do it.
Yep.
I'd do it. Also, before I, because I've gotten distracted a couple of times.
Sorry.
The second book we're going to get to is The Thing About Second Chances. That's the name of the book by Emily Torres. We're going to do that one duet style as well. And that'll be next. So we're going to do military sci-fi, and then we're going to do romance. Perfect. It's a blending of genres tonight. And then we'll do whiskey at the end. And then we'll do whiskey
I'm trying
at
to
the
let you finish. I'm trying not to interrupt you and like interject
fine,
and
you're
distract
fine.
you.
Interrupt away, because I'll interrupt myself and distract myself. Shiny. All right.
Okay.
With the dystopian giveaway in between. That's right. For Prowler.
Yes.
Nick Plume's book, Prowler. Squirrel. Yeah.
We did it. We did it.
Yay.
Do we,
All right,
did
we
we
made it
say
there.
all the things? See all the things? And for those of you joining from my stream, make sure you head over to Justin's stream and follow Justin. Justin does these every single week, most weeks, every week, called Whiskey Wednesday, and it's so much fun. It is so much fun. Like, this is each week doing the first chapter of an indie author's book in audio form, and they're all over the place. Like, so many different genres, and so it's a little bit of everything, and as a bonus you get to like listen to the cool stuff that Justin posts. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And same goes on my side here. Please follow Shay if you're not. She's amazing. And that's why she's here. That's actually prerequisite to be on Whiskey Wednesday, is you have to be amazing.
I like that. I like
know?
that. I
There you
could
go.
get on board with that. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go. Not including me. I don't have to be amazing. But the other guests, they have a high bar.
High
all right? You have to be amazing. Okay? Otherwise, no go.
Nope. I'm gassing you up, man. You are amazing. You totally are. Justin's
Are we
great to
getting
work with.
more monologue Mondays? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I'm going to sit down. It is going to be probably this weekend, and I'm going to make more of those darn things, because I want to get back into like the stream of things. Things have been just crazy schedule-wise. So, but I'm getting back into the swing of things. We just finished Lore, and that is now up for its review and everything. And when that gets approved, I'll let you all know. But if you're here for the live streams of that, it's now up and waiting on the very end of the process. It's all said and done, per se. But yeah. So moving
So
into the next
exciting.
one. Yeah, probably next week or this weekend. One or the other, but probably next week. We'll be getting into a book 6 in the Wanderer series, which is a paranormal series. And if you've been here for the other ones, it's a continuation of where we left off with the horns of the apocalypse have sounded. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse they have shown up, and we're doing some battle. So it'll be fun to see where it goes. That's on my agenda. You got anything
I
coming
love
up
it.
here next, Shay?
I have a few things coming up, but they are in a QC phase. That means I don't know exactly when the announcement is going to be. So I don't have dates for folks yet. However, there's this amazing like horror anthology that these two narrators did, that is, us, we did this. And we're both really excited about it, and I can't wait to share more. This is called Unbound Ink of Mercy and Madness, Volume 1, one of many more.
Many more.
That's so cute.
The heart.
The heart. It's like heart with like hands. It's like gonna hug you. Anyway, so yeah, the anthology is coming out pretty soon as like this little bit of QC stuff is done. So hopefully end of June, beginning of July, somewhere in there. And I'm exceedingly excited about that. There's a great backstory behind how this book came to be. I don't want to get distracted, so I'm not going to go too far into that. But if you can check some of our other discussions on this, it's been amazing to be a part of. And the other one is a nonfiction, and there are other books out there besides the fiction fun stuff that we do. And
No.
I did one of those, and I learned a lot about something that I wasn't interested in before the book. And so I always love that. Like, that to me is the best part of doing nonfiction, is that I get to learn stuff. And because I kind of just, I have a very eclectic interests. And so being able to do that is like, people are just going to like feed me cool stuff to check out. It's great. And
that is the power of nonfiction.
Yes, yes. And that is probably more towards the end of July. So yeah.
The Vampire
That's where we're
Lestat
at.
premiere was amazing, I bet. Hello, Amara Bliss, by the way.
Amara,
Hello.
I
And
see
thank you for the hearts.
I see the hearts. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, also, if you've been in the channel and you've been watching me on the live stream, you've probably seen me narrate a couple of articles, some movie review articles. The one that's got the dirty gossip about the port of Benton. This person right here is the one that actually runs that whole narrator side for Tumbleweird. So.
Yeah, I do actually, and it's not something that I think I've talked a ton about, but it's a volunteer program for narrators to just be involved in a smaller publication. It's a social purpose organization that is dedicated towards, providing a voice for folks that don't necessarily have other opportunities. And so it's a regional publication in Eastern Washington, and there's fiction, there's news, there's scandals, and like, I don't know really if all small towns have the number of scandals that they do, but it's impressive.
It is.
Like,
it's very exciting
and
to read.
actually it's encouraging to see when politicians get caught for things. It's see, you can't get away with it.
Nope. You will be held accountable.
Yes. I like that part of it. Me
too.
Yeah, and
Which
there's
is why I see
fiction
those
stuff and
Port of Benton things come up. I'm like, I'll take the next one because I want to know. I want to know what happens.
what did they do now? What did they do now? Yeah.
Yep. And then the movie reviews, because those are just fun. But
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yep.
And I'm
Washington
lucky enough 'cause
narrator
I get to...
here too, KJ? Well,
That's
hello.
awesome. Oh, get in touch. Because, I mean,
Yes.
even if you're not interested in volunteering for Tumbleweird, it's really cool to meet other folks that are kind of like in my neck of the woods. And if you're in the Seattle area or feel like traveling to Seattle, the PANA meetup is coming up soon, this month, I think. I don't know the exact date. But if you're, and you don't have to be a PANA member, it's a sort of just meet and greet for narrators, and there's a local instance of that happening. So
In the Seattle area. They say they're interested. There you go. Hit up Shay. And if you did do some narration for Tumbleweird, I'm from Seattle as well, you'd have a leg up because you know how to say all the places like Snoqualmie and Puyallup and, Enumclaw, and you wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yep.
Whereas most people are like, Proser? Not Prosser, dude. Close.
Yep.
Close.
Yep.
It's one of those
Yep.
things,
I mean, everybody
One of those
knows
things.
Walla Walla if you've seen the onions for sale.
Because the
somewhere,
onion
but-
or the prison,
Yeah.
that's really the
Yeah.
only thing that's out there. It's just onions and prisons. That's it. Just a big prison,
Wine.
a whole bunch
They
of
have
onions
wine.
in front
They've
of it.
got
Oh,
some
and wine, I guess, yeah.
and a really cute downtown. I'm not on their tourism board, I swear.
TT is filtering the book info. So I have a link. If you type in !book and usually !author, but I didn't put it in today. because we have two. It just get confusing. But I did put in the links for each book if you liked them, where you could pick up a copy. Search on the places that you would normally search, I guess. Although Nick's link is a little different. I don't know, Nick, if you can put it in to Tinaree, just in the chat. The link works, but not the info. Really? So it just shows the links? There's the links.
Okay.
That's where you can get it. The one is the second one that we're going to read tonight. The thing about second chances is a work in progress, but that is the placeholder link for it, where you can find it when it is up. So, but not for your book. So the one link works, but not the link for your book. That's great. If it lets you post that in there, or I'll just say it out loud because I don't care.
Cricket.
We'll just do it that way. And Cricket, hello.
Hi,
hello,
Cricket.
hello.
Oh, it's so exciting to see you here. This is so great. I just get overly excited, and I gotta chill out. I gotta chill. So, as before, if you get any terms of service violations, screenshot it because I'm keeping them in a folder.
Okay, all right, we'll do. I'm sure we'll get a couple.
I really liked the bullying one. I liked the bullying one. That was really funny.
Your Pana meetup is in July. Okay, super excited.
okay.
Sweet. Okay, so some of them are June, some of them are July. Makes sense. They spread them out, So everybody's doing
it was all in one day. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Nick posted the link up there. Yeah. So if you were about the book that we're about to read, if you want to pick yourself up a copy, that's where you can go to get it. Thebooks2read.com link there. So.
And follow the authors too, because you
Absolutely.
can find all the links.
Follow each other
in the authors,
Just
pages.
a big old share fest and follow fest and friend fest. I don't have another fest I can come up with. Whiskey fest.
Whiskey fest. There we go. Yeah.
Right at the end of this thing. All right. Are you ready? You ready? You got your
well,
cooking.
I suppose I should.
I guess it'll be me doing most of the clicking, but
I do not. I don't have it.
That's fine.
That's
you have all the wild lines this time, so.
The funny thing is I got almost all of the booth put back together off of the shenanigans that I went through trying to chase down the noise, except the backdrop and the clicker. Evidently, those are the two things that didn't get reassembled.
If that's the only thing that had to be sacrificed, then that's okay. You're doing pretty good.
It's not terrible. Yeah, I always feel better when I'm on a trip and I realize what the thing is that I inevitably left at home.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I know what it is. I got to pick up
and then
toothpaste when I get there. Whatever the thing is.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's not like, I forgot to turn off the coffee pot. I hope that has an auto shut off. Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm going to record. Just get that going here.
Yeah, let me do a real quick testy test. Test. Cool. I'm assuming everybody could hear that. We're good.
And I am going to shift this up here.
Chat commands, yeah.
I'm actually looking at you guys right now. It's looking like I'm looking way above you, but I need to juggle some screen stuff here.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Okay. The unoriginal content warning, I love that too. When you're reading a book, it's unoriginal content. You're like, it's about as original as it can get. Full agreement from the author.
Okay. All right.
Whiskey business. Exactly.
Can you just confirm, I'm not sure, sorry folks, we probably should have done this ahead of time, on the Tinaree script, characters that are mine?
Yes. So you have K. Dean, you have Sky, that's Taylor's mother. You have... that might be it for this first part. Oh,
that was what I assumed. I just wanted to make sure.
That's it. Yep, that's it.
Okay, because there was a couple down below that I was like, it could have been.
Yeah,
either way,
I think Dyron could have been either way because I don't think it says, but I think that is a male presenting voice.
Okay. And Pilot and Commander Tess also.
I think are male presenting voices as well.
Okay.
I know the pilot is because I think it says he in one of the things, but Commander Tess, I believe, as well. Although that's not really going to matter. I don't want to spoil it why. Although the Academy Trainer could be either way. You want to do the Academy Trainer?
Academy Trainer. Memory, voice.
It's like the first yellow dialogue highlight.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, we'll just mix it up. So I drank from a bottle of water. Nice. It thought you were vaping. That's beautiful. Stay hydrated and get banned. Yeah. Why do I love this part more than the actual narrating? I feel like I'm behind the curtain. That's one of the advantages, I think, like of being there.
Yeah, for sure.
For the whole thing. You see all the behind the scenes. It would make a terrible audiobook if it was recorded and produced. But the end result, you get the behind the scenes.
Well, yeah, you guys you're in the booth with us. This is how we work with each other. This is how we work on a day-to-day basis, and warts and all. So if this is anyone's first live, you're getting it all. You're getting the belly
The
rumbles,
raw
the
deal.
belches, all of the things.
It's like a podcast with an audiobook. Yeah, very absolutely. Yeah. Well, with the right editing. True. Very true. Very true.
Please don't put in our minds to do a podcast, because that's something that every narrator has to resist. We must resist the urge to do a podcast.
I've had like 8 different podcasts.
I know.
This is like
I've only
I just
I've only
quit one 'cause I
produced
didn't have time.
one, and it was so much work.
fun.
It was
It's
so
so much
much
fun,
fun, so much fun, but
It's
so
all
much work,
all
and it gets in the way of doing the actual work that we need to be doing. As much fun
Oh.
as it is.
Cricket's dipping. See you later. Thank you for stopping by, though.
Bye.
Thanks for the likes and the shares.
Bye.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
I need to send you another chapter from this series with the whole team, 2 male, 2 female, for Shay. That would have been cool. And if I would have given you a heads up I was going to do it this way, you probably would have. So it's actually my bad if you think about it. Is your booth named John Junis or Edwin?
Huh?
I'm missing something here
Is
that I
this
should
me
be
or you?
catching.
Question for you, right?
I think it's a question for me. The second half of Trial is in Kadeen POV. Oh.
Interesting.
John. There's something I'm missing. There's some kind of inside joke I'm missing. It's gonna bother me until I figure it out. Did you name your booth? No, I didn't. No. The Booth Brothers. I knew it. I knew it. Good one. John, good one.
Oh, I like that.
Good
I
one.
like that.
Yep. Wilkes?
Now I want to know if
John
any
Wilkes
narrators have
booth?
named their booths.
I just went to Washington, D.C. and did the whole thing, by the way. And then to Gettysburg, and I should have. Good one. Good one. This is why.
I don't know. Maybe
French
it's too
is allowed on
soon.
the channel.
John Wilkes.
Good. Too soon. This is like the 16th president. Too soon. Too soon. Is it ever going to be not too soon? Daniel Georgiev. Hello. Name it Jim. Then people think you're always in the gym. Oh, I see what you did there.
I like that.
Yeah. I guess phrasing, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm going to go
Phrase it right.
to the gym, but this, you wouldn't really call Jim the gym. I mean, I guess I could call him the gym.
You know what's on my calendar today?
Yeah.
Jim.
Jim. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go sit inside Jim. What? Huh? Huh? I'm going to go sit on Jim. What? That's
Jim is expecting me. Excuse me.
right. Yeah. I'll be right back. Yeah. It's going to be hours. It's going to be very intimate. It's about yelling and screaming. It gets really emotional in there sometimes, depending.
That Jim.
I was in the gym for 3 hours today. I was in, the gym for 3 hours today. Exactly. What did you miss? Nothing. We're about to start the chapter. Our double feature, their first one, Tinaree, Trial by Inferno, written by Nick Plume.
Okay.
And then stay tuned till afterwards for the giveaway for Prowler.
Yep.
Alrighty. Ready?
Ready.
All right. Watch me bork the first sentence. Stand by. Thank you for the roses. Amazing timing. Here we go. Chapter 1. Attack. The troop bay vibrated with the steady hum of the SILC's engines. The 12 members of the 315th Special Forces Unit's first squad sat in pairs, 3 on each side of the cabin, facing their teammates across low storage bins and tied down equipment. Tie down equipment, not tied down. Facing. Whoa, that's loud. Turn that down a little bit. Side of the cabin, facing their teammates across low storage bins and tie down equipment. The setup left just enough deck space to gear up, though the atmosphere felt heavier than the confines of the bay. Most of the squad exuded a practiced ease, born of countless missions. Some traded jokes, others checked their gear or meditated, and one even slept. Despite their different activities, the veterans had one thing in common. They seemed relaxed, used to the lull of mission insertion. Mark Taylor felt rigid and out of place in comparison. Chest tight, heart racing. He had to keep reminding himself to breathe, slow and steady, to not hyperventilate.
Your challenge... Oop. Your challenge will be not Your challenge will not be incorporating into your unit or being accepted by your squad mates.
The academy trainer had said a few months before.
No, your first real challenge will be striking the balance between calm preparedness and tense anxiety. Too much of either will kill you, and worse, it'll make you a liability.
At the time, Taylor had thought neither would be a problem for him. He still didn't. It would simply take a bit more work than he had expected.
They're not as calm as they seem.
K.D. Tinaree said softly, her voice slicing through his thoughts.
They merely had more practice hiding it.
Taylor met her hazel eyes, steady and knowing. Of course she'd noticed. Din always noticed.
If this wasn't a big deal, they wouldn't have their rituals,
she said, her gaze sweeping the bay. Taylor followed it. Botch, the squad's medic, was reading a small book while fondling the medallion hanging from the chain around his neck. He had pulled both from an ornate box he kept in one of the bunk's compartments. It had been one of the most involved pre-mission... Mission? Mission rituals is a mission. Apartments. It had been... apartments. And I lost my place. There we are. Apartments. It had been one of the most involved pre-mission... Mission.
There it is. There's
mission.
the word.
There's
the
my
word
word.
of the night.
Can't say mission. It's bad because this is a military one. We're going to say mission a lot. Apartments. It had been one of the most involved pre-mission rituals Taylor had seen so far. But he wasn't the only one going into combat with a good luck charm. Mitwa, the squad's designated sniper, had a plasma slug hanging around his neck. The story went that he had been shot with it on his 3rd mission. Lucky him, it had malfunctioned and not discharged its deadly contents into his biceps, or he would have lost the arm. Dyron toyed with a piece of cloth in his pocket, and Thule had a figurine stowed nearby. Even Hicks, their team chief, passed a worn photo from hand to hand, muttering to himself.
Luck is for people lacking skills.
His mother's voice rang in his ears, as sharp and unyielding as ever. Taylor thought back to their last goodbye. The officer at the recruiting station had called for parents to say their final farewells, offering words of reassurance. Sky Taylor had scoffed.
If my son needs luck, I've failed to prepare him properly,
She'd said, when it was time to board. She hugged him, kissed his forehead, and added,
You will be the best, the top of your class. I expect nothing less.
She'd walked away, without a backward glance. He'd only been 16, and never been without her for more than a few hours. To others, she might have seemed callous, but he knew better. For as long as he could remember, his goal had been to join the intergalactic freedom... something. He was going to join something. His goal had...
He's got a mission.
He's got a mission. And his mission is to go buff up force. Could remember, His goal had been to join the Intergalactic Freedom Defense Force, or Integral for short, in their fight to stop the Traverse. I hated all that. Let me do it again. It was terrible. Remember, his goal had been to join the Intergalactic Freedom Defense Force, or Integral for short, in their fight to stop the Traverse. She'd encouraged that dream,
Sorry.
trained him for it.
Integral?
Integral, I'm sorry. I borked it even then. Thank you. Now, is it integral?
I got you.
So it was like, it's kind of like a numbers thing, you know, the integrals. Positive, negative, integral. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Good catch. Except I lost my place. Where am I? There it is. Could remember, his goal had been to join the Intergalactic Freedom Defense Force, or Integral for short. Their fight. Could remember, his goal had been to join the Intergalactic Freedom Defense Force, or Integral for short, in their fight to stop the Traverse. She'd encouraged that dream, trained him for it, and supported him every step of the way. By the time he had arrived for his academy entry, he did something. By the time the way. By the time he had arrived for his academy entrance exams, his survival and combat skills far surpassed of what I missed the word those. His survival. Now I can't read. Here comes Shay. My ability to read has left me. Entrance exams. I don't want to start back further. Now, entrance exams. His survival and combat skills far surpassed those of the average 16-year-old recruit. He had never asked where his mother had acquired them. It hadn't been his place. She had given him all her love, her time, her knowledge, and, in the end, her life. The moment he had stepped into the Academy shuttle's ramp that day 4 years ago.
Onto.
Thank you.
Onto rather than into.
Yep. Life. The moment he had stepped onto the Academy shuttle's ramp that day 4 years ago, he had known he wouldn't see her again. And as vague or as accurate as his haunches and feelings were at times, he had haunches? Hunches. Jesus. He's on his haunches. It's kind of like ducking down,
I've got
doing his thing.
haunches.
And as vague again. And as vague or as accurate as his hunches and feelings were at times, he had learned a long time ago they were never wrong.
Hey.
Cadine's touch on his forearm snapped him back to the present.
You with us?
I'm here.
And now you are, but a moment ago, you were with your mother.
Her voice softened, but her gaze held steady. And they say Din needed to touch you to initiate a reading. He knew Din required contact, more specifically bare hand-to-neck contact to use their gifts. It was the largest misconception humans had about their ancestral cousins, and one of the reasons Din usually preferred to blend in and not announce themselves. Taylor sighed. I lost her 4 years ago. Kadine frowned, unconvinced.
You know what I mean.
He did. As painful as that shuttle trip to the Academy had been, he was glad he had 4 years to get used to the thought. So, when the notification of her death finally came, it didn't shatter him. Though it had still been painful to hear that she had killed herself the day he graduated, the day she had considered her life's work complete. He looked at her. Kay, I'm fine. I had 4 years to get used to the thought, so I'll be fine. 4 years. The first had been easy. The schedule at the basic academy where recruits learned to be soldiers had kept him too busy and exhausted to let his mind wander too far. After that, Kay, Sal, and Tony had been there.
You know, a reading could ease...
Did Sal put you up to this? Taylor cut her off, glancing across the bay at Salela Kakea, who was chatting with Anthony Petoni, their 4th teammate. Kadine's frown deepened.
Salela? Why would she...
Because she's been trying to dig that tidbit out of me since she found out.
Grief isn't... Belly rumble. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's like... Yeah. I saw there was who was doing that? There was like a belly pillow thing that somebody did recently. Wow, one of the narrators did this funny thing with a belly pillow. I'm like, oh, I need to get one of those. Shoot, who was it? I can't remember. I can't remember.
It makes it
But
even
it was
warmer.
great. It had a face.
It's like one of those squishmallows.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, who was that? It was
Bare
Maria.
hand to Nick.
Maria did that.
His neck.
It was great.
Oh, it's Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maria has one, yeah.
Okay.
Bare hand to Nick, or is it neck? It would be neck. So I will probably go back. And Danielle has one as well. Yeah, you're right. I'll go back later and probably review that one. Just do a pickup if it's unclear, but thank you for catching that.
All
I think it was you.
Yes. Grief isn't a tidbit.
Kadeen sat, her voice bristling.
She just wants to help ease your pain. The ache I know is in there.
She touched her chest for emphasis. Taylor opened his mouth to retort, but she cut him off.
Others might believe the hard shell you put around you, but I know better. So does she.
Do you now? He could almost see her every hair stand on end at his words.
Of course. 3 years of living, eating, and training together tends to bring people closer.
Especially if two are din, he thought, but did not say.
Not that I needed 3 years to figure you out.
She smiled, shaking her head.
And who says I would share your tidbits with Salela?
Because you two have been sharing each other's secrets since you were little.
You've been listening to our conversations?
As you said, 3 years of living, eating, and training together doesn't afford much privacy. She shook her head.
That's not what I said.
Close enough, he shrugged. She laughed.
All right. Now that you've succeeded in leading me off our original subject, do you feel any better?
Never said I felt bad.
I think you dropped the I.
Oh, I did. You're right.
Yeah.
I never said I felt bad.
Not with words, anyway.
Taylor snorted, just like Kay to know exactly what to say, a skill she and Sal had down pat, though Kay relied more on logic and her perfect memory, while Sal made much more use of her feminine arsenal, even in combat gear and strapped to a crash seat. Salela returned his glance with a smile and a wink. She looked almost fragile beside Tony's bulk, but that was as deceptive as her flirtations. Salela could hold down her... hold down? Not really. I mean, she probably could. Salela... Salela could hold her own... that was right in the middle of a catch breath. Hold on. Let me fix that. Because that's going to sound weird. Right there. And thank you for the share there, Casey Mitchell. Appreciate you. Okay. Where did I leave off? Salela. Salela could hold her own in any fight, and her gregarious personality and seemingly endless knowledge about cultures and etiquette, coupled with her training as an intelligence officer, gave her an advantage most people underestimated. He had yet to see somebody she couldn't enchant. Okay, then we'll move into the second part after the chapter break. And I will measure that up to 1, 2, right there. Okay, here we go. 5 minutes to drop. Taylor's eyes flicked to the intercom. The pilot's voice sounded bored, as if announcing the next stop on a regular shuttle route. Having done this countless times, he might nope, he might well have been, is what I should have said. Having done shuttle route. Shuttle route. Having done this countless times, he might well have been. Kadeen, on the other hand, was not. Her fingers almost left marks on Taylor's arm. I don't like how I said marks. I got stuck on it. Let me do it again. Her finger. Okay. Was not. Her fingers almost left marks on Taylor's arm. She relaxed. Relaxed? I haven't even started the whiskey yet, and I can't enunciate her arm. She relaxed almost as quickly as she had tensed, but the damage was done. It took a sharp rebuke from the unit commander, Tess. Nope, inserted the... It took a... It's done. It took a sharp rebuke from Unit Commander Tess, seated at the front of the troop bay, to stop the ensuing remarks from some of the veterans. Taylor was sharply reminded of how unwelcome the timing of their arrival in the unit had been. Nobody wanted to be burdened with an unproven team during a major mission, no matter how well they had performed at the academy. He had heard rumors suggesting each teammate be assigned to a different squad, a severe insult to teams with even the slightest. A severe squad. A severe insult to teams with even the slightest experience. But they were chits, combat heroes in training, and as such had no status within the unit, no honor to be sullied. They would have to earn it first, and their trainer at the academy had said it took at least 5 successfully completed missions to earn an SF unit's respect. Taylor intended to do it in 3. The instant the ready signal in the cabin activated, Taylor's hand was on the buckle of his crash webbing. He didn't release it. He didn't know why. No, he knew exactly why. His surroundings came into sharp focus as adrenaline rushed through his body. Minute details became snapshots, instantly dissected and analyzed as if his brain had hours to study them, not the moment it took his body to flood with the chemical. Something was wrong. It was a thought, a feeling, a certainty, but what? He didn't know. It didn't work that way. Just enough info to steer his next move, but not enough to explain it. He knew to trust it and to follow its impulse. And right now, the last thing he wanted to do was unbuckle his...
You said and to follow. There's no to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right now, the last thing he wanted to do was unbuckle his... and to follow its impulse. He knew to trust it. Was it after that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He knew to trust it. Got it. Let me scroll up here so I don't lose my place. He knew. Okay, got it. Explain it. He knew to trust it and follow its impulse. And right now, the last thing he wanted to do was unbuckle his Was it before that?
No, you got it.
Okay. Explain it. Okay, explain it. He knew to trust it and follow its impulse. And right now, the last thing he wanted to do was unbuckle his crash webbing. His hesitation confused his teammates, but his instincts had proven themselves many times during training, and they followed his lead without hesitation. "You guys sleeping?" Commander Tess called from across the cabin. The rest of the squad was out of their seats and prepping to jump. "Looks like our ace cadets are nervous," Dyron, standing halfway between Tony and Tess, jeered. "The real thing's different than the Sims, huh?" The words had barely left Dyron's mouth when an explosion in the cockpit rocketed the ship, buckling part of the bulkhead and tossing people and equipment around like rag dolls. Commander Tess, who stood within an arm's reach of the bulkhead, was thrown across the cabin and smashed with a splattering crunch against the rear access hatch, where he hung suspended for a moment before slipping lifeless and broken to the floor grates. A gagging stench of burned metal, plastoids, and flesh filled the cabin as the ship tilted and started to tumble. Taylor reached for his pack, but his chair's active protection system kicked in. His crash webbing tightened, pulling him deep into his seat and in the process nearly cutting off his air supply. The sudden impression of possible asphyxiation brought his attention and limbs back where they should be. As soon as his arms returned inside the APS's safety zone, its softshell deployed, cocooning him into his seat. Sound and light still filtered through, but details were lost in the shield's opaqueness. For that, he would need to access the base cameras via his heads-up display. His training kicked in. Arms kicked in. Arms across his chest to loosen the fast capture system to a breathing setup. No, breathable. Kicked in. Nope. I totally lost my place. Asphyxiation should be...
I looked up at the chat, so I lost it too.
Right. Training kicked in. There we go. Okay. Kicked in. Arms across his chest to loosen the fast capture system. Nope. Kicked in. Kicked in. Arms across his chest to loosen the fast capture system to a breathable setting. Then check oxygen flow and HUD, and report your status. He felt the airflow against his neck and cheek. The oxygen was flowing, but his helmet, which would normally block the air from reaching his skin, had not deployed. He retracted the glove around his right index finger and touched the side of the headband wrapping around his forehead, temples, and occipital temples around his forehead, temples and occipital bone to activate the manual switch.
I think it's occipital.
Occipital.
Yeah.
Occipital. Around his forehead, temples and occipital bone to activate the manual switch. The helmet deployed with quiet clicks that felt more than that he felt. That word's important. The helmet deployed with quiet clicks that he felt more than heard as the links locked into place. His neck and the lower half of his face stayed uncovered. His visor, which looked like oversized eye protection, polarized to combat mode. The HUD activated, but the squad net indicator blinked red, signaling the squad's network was offline. He switched to the UNET, the unit's network, which was also offline, and then to his team's network. Kadeen, Tony, and Salela were all in green. We're all in the green. Kadeen, team's network. Kadeen, Tony, and Salela were all in the green. Hicks, their team chief, wasn't listed. What the... But Taylor didn't have time to ponder this oddity, since he was busy refraining from ducking every time something impacted his seat's soft shell. Since he was... under this oddity. I don't want to pause there.
There are no snakes on this plane.
There are no snakes on this motherfucking plane. Taylor didn't have time. But Taylor didn't have time to ponder this oddity, since he was busy refraining from ducking every time something impacted his seat's softshell. It was easier said than done to stay upright and seemingly fully exposed to whatever was trying to punch through the malleable membrane less than 30 centimeters from his vital organs. As the screech of the mangled metal and the increasing whistle of wind overpowered the screams of the injured, Taylor could only guess whether the impacts were caused by objects or people. Ooh. Some poopy has hit the fan. And there we go, and that's the first chapter.
I love it. I was momentarily like, oh, wait. Oh, we're doing this live. We're not going on to the second chapter.
No, we're not. Woo, it's getting hot in these booths.
Yes.
That was fun.
Oh, hold on.
That was fun.
Just a moment.
Door open.
Just a moment of hodor.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And now all the stuff comes in. All the dings.
Pa-ching.
Ileana, thank you. Appreciate you. Favorite voice combos here.
Might have a cameo.
Oh. Minor mission. Yep. Just relaxing. Are these all the things that you guys caught? in the moment. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
nice
some
to
of the
be able
links
to
there are
catch
working, some
them
aren't.
while
So.
we're going because, we can just fix them. But there's always like a proofing process. And so we go back and compare the audio to the text and, then go back and record and fix anything that
Oh,
needs
yeah.
adjusting. And
Yeah.
it's a whole process.
I waited patiently for the spam. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, actually it's kind of cool, like doing it in the like duet style, because like if you don't catch the mistake, the other person usually can. So like by the time you get down to like actually going through proofing and double checking it, there's very few.
Yeah.
Very few
It
that are left.
really helps reduce the number of errors and then fixes later on. It's nice.
Which is nice. All right, so we're going to do a giveaway
Yes.
for
KJ,
Nick
anything to lower the
Plume's-
pickup count. Yes.
Yes, exactly. We're going to do a giveaway for Nick Plume's audiobook that just got released called Prowler, in which I narrated. So if you would like to be included, just type a number in the chat, and then Shay, from your side, let me know the names of the people
I
there.
can't because it's not in my...
On your side.
Oh, yes.
On your side, in your
Got
chat.
it.
If anybody wants to enter on your
Got
side.
it.
Okay, so we
Okay,
have Kim.
alright.
Got you down. Francesca.
Yeah.
Got you
Add
down.
a comment if anybody would like a copy of Prowler.
And then Charmin, got you. And Ileana, okay, got you. If I could spell.
So far over here, we've got listeners, but no requests
Strong
just yet.
as glass. Good to see you. Got you down as well. Okay. And then who did you have on your side, Shay? I'm sorry.
So far, listeners, but no requests.
Okay, cool.
Unless this little booth gremlin decides to come in and ask for something.
We listen to the beautiful voices. Yes. The beautiful voices. The beautiful voice. Right. Right. Oh, and Bryce Chandler. Put you in there too. Bryce.
That needs to
got
be
you.
a thing. The beautiful voices. The beautiful voice.
Beautiful voice.
Dun-it, dun-it. Yeah.
Wonder if I'll get copyright for that, Marilyn Manson.
There used to be, so I lived for a little while in Mission Viejo, and there was like a morning show that they would do. The Beautiful People was their
Right.
thing, and they had this whole
Yeah.
like it was really great commentary, especially given the area. I really liked it. Ba-ching, ba-ching.
There we go. It would be considered parody, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get in
parody.
trouble.
Yeah, fair use. Fair use.
Mm-hmm. You're in Newport Beach. Very nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Newport Beach was great.
I've been to Newport Beach once, and it was very nice.
The best, my favorite areas of Orange County, my favorite areas of Orange County were always like on the coast.
Yeah. Where you could go to the beach, get in the water. All those places.
Sand on your toes.
Let me save this so I don't forget. And then I'll give a couple extra seconds if anybody else wants to type in a number to get put into the giveaway for the audiobook. Where did it go? Oh, didn't pop up yet. Okay. Boop. Boop. There we go. So on my side, that was 14 minutes and 32 seconds for that chapter. Not bad. Which will be roughly about what it would be, because since I waited, for your lines, they'll get tweaked a little bit. But right around there.
Yeah.
Right around there, around
That
14
looks
minutes or
right.
so.
That looks right. I started recording beforehand, but I think I
Oh,
did
gotcha.
a really loud snap right there, so I think that's my replacement for
start.
the clicker. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me set up for the next one that we're going to do. Let me get that in the right folder. The thing about second chances is the name of it. And label it my side. Perfect. All right. Okay. All right. I don't see
find
anybody
the
else. I think that's
script.
it. Yes, it's nice here. Just crowded. Yeah, yeah. That's a lot of places in Southern California, especially like the really nice places.
Yeah.
The parody of parody. Yes, I love it. Absolutely. What is the clicker for? That's a good question. So, usually when you're doing a duet style narration, whoever's doing the main narration usually will do the clicking, and that's where the wild line, the person that's not doing the narration, like the point of view for that chapter, will do the dialogue lines. If you're doing it separate, you can do a click, I guess, in between each one of yours, so it like really stands out, or put silence, or. But usually the clicker is just to kind of signal inside the audio track that hey, there's something that goes here, because when you do a click, it causes this big spike on the waveform. So it'll visually, when you're looking at it, you're like, oh, something's right there. That must be the clicker. So that must be where the dialogue from the other person's track must go, right? And you just keep going down the line. So just a technique for that, so that I know in editing where I can put in all the lines.
Yeah, just having
Yeah,
having
cue for
some
editing.
sort of like
Exactly.
visual marker is really useful.
It's
Like
really
another thing is to like leave a gap, just a completely dead space gap, because there's,
yeah.
like even when nobody's talking, there's a little bit of just what's called room tone. So it's
Mhm.
just like a vague, soft, presence of a mic in a room. And that just adds a little visual. And when there's nothing at all, not even that, that gap is also a nice visual marker.
Mhm. Absolutely. It's a distinct spike. Also great if you don't want to have pause recording during narration. Have to pause recording during narration. Exactly. You got it. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right, let's do this giveaway. Anybody entered from your side? Last minute?
Pull this up, pull this up. Let's see. Da-da-da, chat. Nope, we're good over here.
All right. Okay, I'm going to run the spinny wheel. I've never used this wheel, so hopefully it works. It's a spinning.
I love the noise. It's so great.
Strong as glass. You're getting a free... we have a winner! And it even claps for you. Look at that. I love it. I'm definitely going to have to save this. All right. Bookmark. Bookmark. Wheel of names. There we go. Okay. Congratulations. We'll get you that. Either shoot me or Nick Plume a message, and we'll get you the free audiobook code to use. And thank you so much for listening. Yay, party. All right, and I hope you enjoy it. It was a ton of fun to do. It's one of those things, like we did actually a Whiskey Wednesday for Prowler the first time I'd heard about it. And after I read the first chapter, and then I read like another chapter in one of the other books, like book 2, I was like, wow, I really love this writing. I wonder if she's ever thought about doing an audiobook. And I normally don't approach people that I do Whiskey Wednesday like for audiobooks, because it's not a platform for me to do audiobooks. It's just a platform to give back to indie authors. But I was like, in this case, I'm going to make an exception and see if she's ever thought about it. And she was like, no, but that would be great. Let's do it. I'm like, let's do it. So it was actually first introduced here on Whiskey Wednesday before it became an audiobook. Yeah. And I think the story is incredibly strong. And if you're not really into dystopian or sci-fi, I think you'll still like it. Because it's not, to me, it's not super heavy on those elements. They're there. But it's, with a lot of sci-fi novels, and I love sci-fi, it can kind of shove it down your throat a little bit. Like, this is sci-fi. I'm in a spaceship. Like, it can kind of get that way sometimes. Nick's writing, very much not about that. It's more about the characters and the journey that they're going through. And they just happen to be in a sci-fi dystopian setting. But it's more about them, I think. So
That's
I think the gap is bridged, I believe, a little bit.
Hey, Chris. Sorry, there was a little hey in the chat. And I'm actually looking at the chat right now,
Hey,
so
there
I
you
want
go.
to respond to people who actually say something. Because there's things that happen. There was like a heartme and a dolphin and, diamonds and all these things. And I missed it because I had the script up. So
Right. Francesca. Frankie needs to try and get some sleep. She's going to make like a natural birth and head out.
Yep.
I enjoyed the dad jokes. That
Yeah.
was hilarious. All right, well, have
That
a
was
good
great.
night. Get some sleep, and thank you for joining. How did you like this one? Ah, shucks. Thank you. You're welcome, Nick Plume. No, I like this one. Yeah, it's definitely way more military oriented, which is cool. I like it.
I wanted to keep going.
Hmm. It was fun. Like we were just kind
Yeah.
of getting into it. But alas, that's all we can do. One more time, if you don't mind, Nick, because the little link thing isn't working. If you'd paste in the link where people can pick up a copy if they liked what they heard, that would be awesome. Since my little command thing isn't working for some reason, I don't know why. The second one works, but the first one doesn't. I don't understand it. I
I
don't understand
have
it.
a little question in my chat.
Mm-hmm.
Just I want to respond to really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, I am interested. Let's chat. And you
Oh,
all can wonder what that
what is that
means.
about? It is though the battles front loaded. Oh, okay, gotcha. So all the combat's kind of up front. Awesome, possum. Good to know. There you go. There's the link. Thank you for posting that. Oh, do your puzzle.
Puzzle.
Do your puzzle.
I actually like puzzles. Like, it might be the kind of thing that would drive some people up the wall, though. Like, I know some people are like, I can't stand puzzles. Puzzles are terrible.
I like
stressful,
puzzles.
you know?
I just
I
never
do.
take the time to do them. I guess.
It's been a hot minute, but yeah.
Oh, front and end. Okay, gotcha. For the battles. Got it. Well, thank you again, and congratulations again to there as Strong as Glass for
Congrats.
for the audiobook that you won. I hope you enjoy it. Next up, and then we get into some whiskey right afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna change a little change of
Yes.
pace and genre on this one. This one will be a romance book. It's called The Thing About Second Chances, which is the second book in a series written by Emily Torres. I don't know how many of the characters actually like come over from the other one, but I'm assuming some of them do because it's the second book in the series. Which ones? I don't know. I'm not sure. I failed to ask, so that is my fault. But this is actually a sneak peek. So, as we're reading through this, you won't be able to actually get your hands on this for a couple of months. But the link, if you do type in ! Book, that is the link where it will be. That's the placeholder for where it'll be when it's available. But it hasn't finished yet. She hasn't finished in her writing part of this one, or it might be in like final edits or something like that. But I know it's fairly close to being kicked off, but it's not available yet. So you're getting a sneak peek, which is even great, even better. DM me or Justin for your copy. Yeah. Hit up either one of us, and we'll shoot that code to you there, Strong as Glass. And congratulations again. All right.
So quick question. I closed my cord of discs to,
Oh, no.
ditch the notification stream that seems to happen right when you're in the middle of a live. It's like ping, 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 ping.
Right.
Ooh, and not the nice kinds of pings either. For some reason, those notifications, they're annoying. They're like designed to drill into your brain. And
So that you check it.
Yeah, I know.
So you check it. Yeah. So it's perfect for its purpose.
But they don't know that for me, it's enough to just see the badge. I can't have the little red badge that there's a notification. I don't need the noise. I just
Same.
need that. I have to get
Saying
rid of
you
it.
have to clear all the dots.
Oh,
I have that element
dots.
too. Like any
Really
like
need to clear
messages
the
or whatever that I
dots.
haven't read, I'm like, I've got to click it. I've got to clear
It
the
is
dot.
so stressful. Like when I'm watching somebody's, presentation or something, and they pull up their email, and it's like 2,000 unread messages. I'm like,
No, this is my nightmare.
no, how,
Right?
no,
Right? How do you not?
live?
This is my in-laws that we moved in with us. This is their email box. It's like 8 billion emails, and like 3 of them are read. All the rest of them had dots.
It hurts.
It's like, they said they sent an email. I can't find it. I'm like, no kidding.
I want
Needle in a haystack. Much
So here's the thing that I want to recommend to anybody
Mm-hmm.
who ever has access to like their parents'
Brit.
email.
Mm-hmm.
Unsubscribe them from things.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know
They'll
that they
never
can
know.
do that. No,
Thank
they
you.
they like don't know they can do that. They're
Oh
like,
yeah,
well,
that's
but
true
what
a
if
lot
I
of times
still
too.
want to? What if I want to get a notification about my order? I'm like, oh, it's okay. You'll still get those.
You'll still get
We're
that one.
gonna get
Yeah.
rid of the other stuff. They don't know that they can do that.
I
Anyway,
have 45K
if
emails and I have over 200 a day to answer. Oof,
oh
that might be my nightmare.
yeah,
That might be my
yeah.
nightmare. Thank you,
Oh,
Britt. How are
that's
you
terrible.
doing?
That's terrible.
Good to see you. Oh my gosh, 200 a day. Ugh. Ugh. That makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've
Good,
had
good.
well, I mean, thanks to things like Slack, I've never had a
Mhm.
job where that's the case. But there's something else then that you got to check, and it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. One more thing. Alrighty.
yeah. Okay,
So,
the question I was having earlier
mhm.
that I didn't get around to,
Yes.
I got distracted. Imagine that. I know that Nancy is
Mhm.
one of mine.
Yes.
Were there others?
Yes. So,
Let's see.
Nancy
Two.
was the lady in the office, and then you have down here Doc Simmons.
Doc Simmons.
Yep.
Scrolling
So she'll be
down.
on page.
Got it.
Gosh, what page is this? 4, I think. Yeah, 4 is when she
Got
starts
it. Got it.
at
Thank
the
you.
top.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yep. And then you have down at the bottom Paisley.
I'm just
It's just the text message part, then purple.
scanning really quick here.
Like the very last page, 5 of 5.
Paisley. Okay. If I make a choice that's not consistent with what you know about the characters, please let me know.
You know as much about the characters as I do.
Okay. Okay.
So your choice will be 100% correct.
Yeah, you know.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. I am open to creative feedback.
Yeah. Same. We're just going with kind of what we talked about a little bit earlier in Discord, and that's the general feeling I think I'm going to give it. So, because that's the vibe. I think that's the vibe. That's the vibe. So,
Okay.
So, all right, here we go. Does she know you're reading? Yeah, yeah. I sent her a thing too. Let me re-invite her as well. Just specifically her. She might have had something like with the kids or something.
Checking for booth gremlins before I close
But I'll
the
send her
door.
another invite too. She does. She does. She does. I know. I was hoping she'd be here. This one, the link to this one should work though, and the exclamation point book thing in chat. Although, like I was saying, it's just a placeholder for when it's released. All right. Take a sip of water. You ready, Freddie?
That's a good plan. Let me do this. Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
Chapter 1. The sun was rising over the valley below me, a heavy mist covering the ground that matched the steam coming from Trigger's nostrils in the frigid morning air. Winter had arrived. I took in the herd grazing to the west, in the shadow of the Rockies. A solid 200 head of cattle we should be taking to market next year, if luck was on our side. I tugged the reins and Trigger moved off towards the fence line, where we needed to be, checking on recent repairs. Like my grandfather had always said, trust, but verify. We had a pretty reliable team of ranch hands for the season, but I'm also of the belief that if you want something done right, sometimes you just have to do it yourself. Some cows whined a little on the edge of the herd, pulling my attention back to the pasture. One glance, and I knew the reason. I pulled off a glove and stuck 2 bare fingers in my mouth to whistle. "Lady, knock it off!" I yelled into the mist. A gray and white pony... The noise was distracting enough. "Em, hello!" Send her a text. "Hello, there you go. Got a hold of her. Em, the author is here now." So if you have any questions, hit up M. Hello, M. It's good to see you. Legends. It's nice to see you as well. All right. Where was that? Lady, knock it off. Yeah, lady, knock it off. Get off. I yelled into the mist. A gray and white pointy-eared furball came hurling towards me. Hurling? Hurling, right?
Hurling.
Hurling, yeah, I was right.
Hurling, yeah.
I was right, hurling. A gray and white pointy-eared furball came hurling towards me. Hurling towards me. Hurling towards me. Her tongue flapping out to the side like a goddamn maniac. They don't need to be herded, you dingbat. Let 'em be. The panting blue healer circled Trigger twice, then flopped over on the damp ground beside him. She often forgets she's retired now, and her herding days are long gone. But a couple mornings a week I take pity on her and let her come out here with me to relive her glory days. The rest of Lady's time was spent snoozing on a Costco-sized dog bed in the ranch office. When I finished checking the rest of the section of fence, Lady followed us back to the barn, where I handed Trigger off to a stable hand to be turned out. Just as I did, my cell phone pinged in my pocket. It was the family group chat. As if texting wasn't bad enough, it had to exist in group form where everyone knew you were ghosting them all at once. My eyes rolled back into my head as I tapped on the notification anyway. It was my dad. Don't forget, Christmas festival tonight. Tree lighting at 7 p.m. Don't be late. If there was one thing I never wanted to go to again as long as I lived, it was this town's Christmas festival. I shoved the phone back in my pocket without replying and walked into the office. None of my siblings had replied yet either, so I could ignore it for a while.
Morning, darling.
Nancy called out as I walked into the office. Nancy Reyes had worked for my dad and his father before him. She'd known me since I was born, which made the pity in her eyes sting just a little bit extra every time she looked at me for the last 6 weeks. Morning, Nancy. Any messages?
Judd Merritt called. Wants to know if we're selling any bowls at the end of the season. Dawson checked in, said he saw something weird and he's going to check it out. That's a direct quote, by the way.
She looked at me over the top of her readers at that last part. I should really have a chat about being too specific. You know how much I hate details.
I'll put a reminder in your iCal. Also, there's a fresh pot of coffee in the conference room.
She added. Thanks. I went and poured myself a cup of coffee and took it back to my office and closed the door. I wasn't at my desk for 5 minutes before my cell phone rang, and it was Dawson, our cattle boss. Something you couldn't tell me over the radio, Dawes? No, didn't want to spook anyone. I got 2 heifers and a bull calf down here in the somewhere. I got anyone. I got 2 heifers and a bull calf down out here in the northeast. Deader than a doornail, boss. What? You better not be shitting me. I wouldn't dare. How? Coyote? Mountain lion? Nah, no marks on 'em. They're just lying here, dead. Real mysterious-like. Come on, Dawson, don't start with that paranormal shit again. There's got to be some obvious way they died, I pleaded. Dawson had a wild imagination and believed every cattle mutilation story he ever heard. I'm not. I swear. I'm just telling you. There's no obvious cause. Okay. I'll call Doc Simmons and get her out here to do a necropsy. There are 3 of them, I guess. And I'll call my dad. You leave him alone. Let me deal with it, you hear? Copy that, boss. Click. Well, shit. Something strange was going on. 1 dead cow could be explained away. 3 at the same time and not killed by a predator? That was enough to get half the ranchers in Creek County all riled up. I called the veterinarian and filled her in. Then I called my dad, trying not to sound too alarmist. I'm not sure I was entirely successful. An hour later, I was out on the northeast pasture, standing over Doc Simmons as she examined the deceased bovine. It was an eerie scene. The rest of the herd had moved south, so it was just acres of emptiness dusted with last night's snow and 3 dead animals at our feet.
Well, Dawson, you were right. They weren't killed. Let me start that again. Well, Dawson, you were right. They weren't killed by any predator. There's damage to some internal organs, but nothing obvious. They could have been sick for a while and finally succumbed. They could have been sick for a while and finally succumbed to their illness, but I won't know without... Every line, 2 takes. But I won't know what that illness is until I get these blood samples back and send them off to the lab. And then it'll take at least a week to get the results.
The long-time town veterinarian explained. Her face was drawn, and she shook her head, snapping the latex gloves off her weathered hands. Her short salt and pepper hair whipped across her brow as she spoke.
But I don't like it. I'll tell you that much. Keep a close eye on the rest of your herd and call me the moment another one drops.
I arched my brow and swallowed hard. You say that as if it's inevitable.
Well, until we know the cause of death on these 3, I'd assume it is.
She answered. Dawson and I stood there, looking back and forth from each other, and Dawson answered. Answered. Dawson and I stood there, looking back and forth from each other to the cattle laying at our feet. The situation was scarier than either of us wanted to say out loud. I knew I had no other choice but to tell the other ranch hands. I also had to tell my dad. What do you mean she can't tell? Dad's voice, inquisitive, through my phone speaker. I mean, there's no obvious cause of death. Gotta wait for blood tests, I explained. I don't like this. I'm calling Dwayne. Have him come test the water and the soil. Don't move those animals. In fact, find a way to protect them from the elements. I'm gonna call Jim Hill, see if he still has some of those pop-up tent awning things. We'll get to the bottom of it, one way or another. Dad's voice stayed calm and even, ever the strongest tree standing in a... Dad's voice stayed calm and even, ever the strongest tree standing tall in a storm. It could be natural causes. We just don't know yet. I saw the ear tag on that calf in the picture you sent me. I was out with him just a couple days ago. He was totally fine, acting normal and everything. Not many things out there killing a healthy calf that fast, except coyotes or mountain lions or a bullet. You know that, I know that. Yeah, I do know. We'll figure it out. See you back at the office, I said, before hanging up. Dark clouds were gathering on the horizon, but there was no more rain or snow forecasted for weeks. Something told me it wasn't just a rogue weather pattern that was sneaking up on our little ranching community. By the time I got back to the office, I had a list in my head a mile long of all the extra shit these dead cattle dumped on my plate. Merry fucking Christmas to me. And then I looked at the clock on the wall. Fuck. The goddamn Christmas festival. As if reading my mind, my dad appeared in his office doorway, Grinch mug in hand. Did you get my text? We're going tonight. You better be there. Yes, Dad, I got your text, but as you can see, I'm a little more busy than I planned on today. Humbug. Those cows are already dead. They're not going anywhere. Dad, no, I've just got too much to do. Son, it's Christmas, and it's what we'd be doing if your mom was here. But she isn't, I yelled as I pounded a fist on my desk. My heart was racing, my palms were sweating. Even the visible pain in my dad's eyes couldn't shut me up. She isn't here, and none of it is okay without her. None of it means anything, because she's gone, Dad. Pretending to celebrate her favorite holiday isn't going to bring her back from the dead. I just stood there, with my chest heaving, out of breath even though I was standing still. Dad stayed eerily calm. I know, Ty. You're right, it won't. But it might make her feel a little closer. Dad said calmly before he turned and walked back to his own office and shut the door. I fell back in my desk chair, staring out into nothing. My head was swirling with all the reasons I needed to stay angry. And then my phone pinged again. Another text message.
Hey, are you going tonight? Cora's been asking.
My heart did a flip-flop in my chest. If there was one person left in this world I couldn't say no to, it was her. So I tapped a reply and hit send. If Cora wants me to go, then of course I'll be there. 30 seconds later, another ping.
Yay! Yeah. Again. Yay! I'm not getting the yay right. Yay! See you tonight.
So many exclamation marks, so much joy. The woman was an enigma wrapped in a paradox. She had every reason to hate the world and trust no one. There was grief in there somewhere. I just didn't understand how she kept it buried so well. Mine was right there on the outside for everyone to run away from. The funny thing is, Paisley Hill just keeps running towards me. All right.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Indeed. Yay! You might say.
Awesome! Yay! I don't know why one word can be not quite right.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's usually those like one single short word. You're like, no, I got to do it again. Nope, that's not right.
Yep.
I don't know what it is.
Yep, it's. Yep.
Oh,
I know. I'm melting here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always something like that, like a yes or like a okay or something silly where you're like, no, that wasn't right. How about okay?
What?
Okay.
No,
You know?
what? No,
Yeah.
what?
Right?
No, that's too hard of a T.
Right.
What? Yeah.
It's like that, what's his name? David Spade, his little skit about dude and the different ways that you can say dude. Like dude is hello, you're like, dude. Dude is goodbye, we're like, dude. Or
dude.
Is my buddy in the closet with a knife? Dude? You know, like the different ways that you can say dude. You know, all those different inflections of the words.
That. Yeah, there's been a couple of those going around lately, and I'm like, oh, I really love those.
Right?
Because everybody's, sometimes it's the same incarnation of dude, and other times people have like, oh no, you have a unique dude interpretation on that one feeling. I love it.
I'm like scrolling up through chat, like peeking into the conversations there. Somebody's in their camper, legend, and it's raining really hard. Hello, M. Hello, M. Eek, that was the best. Y'all are so good.
Oh, awesome.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It's so nice to hear that because you never really know if your interpretation is going to be what the person envisioned. And I mean, and sometimes it's not. Yeah. But they're like, oh no, I'm really excited about that. But yeah, that's really nice to hear. Thank you.
M says, that's funny because as a writer, I second guess the simplest dialogue when writing it.
Yep.
Yep. And then we second guess like saying it like,
yeah.
But how does it feel to say okay? You know? Yeah. Absolutely.
Yay!
Absolutely. Yay. Yay. Yay.
I have to do like the Wallace and Gromit. Yay!
Stop motion it.
Yeah.
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 All right, let's get into
Okay.
some whiskey, shall we?
Yes, let's do
Some
that.
whiskey.
Let's do
I've got
that thing.
a special whiskey for a double duet tonight. It's all fancy schmancy. It's like the fancy bottle, and
Ooh.
pew,
Wow.
it's got like a 6-shooter top on it.
That feels like the perfect choice for tonight.
Absolutely. Got a little bit of that twang towards the end, so at the end we're getting into more of the twang by Doc Holliday is what it's called. Straight bourbon whiskey, aged 10 years. How does it taste?
Excellent.
I don't know.
Excellent.
We will see.
Well, should I
Hopefully
show you
it's
what
good.
I've got here?
Yes.
I have straight from the distillery,
that's
a
right.
local place in Fremont in the Seattle area called Mischief. And this is the John Jacobs Rye Whiskey.
Ooh, I do like rye. I do like rye.
Love rye.
I've been drinking a
Like,
lot of Sazerac rye recently.
Ooh,
I got like
yeah.
one of those like big bottles for some reason. I don't know why. I'm like, do I like rye? I don't know. Let me buy this bottle, the biggest one I can find. What if I don't like it? Oh, proof over rank. Brandon, how's it going, buddy? Is that bottled in bond? I don't think
Oh,
so.
I love that sound.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
that was probably a little
Oh, it's the
much.
10 year. It's okay. Oh, you've had it? Okay. All right. All right.
I poured too
If it's
much.
okay, then it'll be okay, right? Oh.
It's
Oh,
a
it's
good
a
thing
pull
I
up.
wasn't doing anything else tonight.
Oh, ready? Ready?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was so much better the first time. Oh, it's like clinking it into the...
Well, let me see. Let me see.
It
here.
made the
if I can
sound
get
at
that in
first.
The mic.
That's heavy. Yes,
Ooh.
that's what I was
There
going
we
for.
go.
That was really... You even had the
you
little
gotta
like...
do like the little side. Yeah, I'm actually really glad I didn't spill any in my lap. That would have been
This thing's heavy.
sucky.
Like this is like a... That'll do some damage.
Nice. Nice. I am so stoked that I think this is the first time I've actually been drinking the whiskey while you are drinking the whiskey.
Yes.
Because sometimes I've had other things because I didn't have whiskey on hand. But
It is an interesting cap, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Well, we had to because of the double feature.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
2 narrators, 2
Right.
authors, 2
There you
books,
go.
2 chapters, 2 whiskeys.
Right. Now it says what I'm supposed to taste on this thing is on the nose, the smell. Bold caramel and vanilla with hints of charred oak, of course, stone fruit, and baking spice. Okay.
All right.
I mean, I get like the sweetness, like the vanilla in there. And honestly, that's about it. Maybe a little bit of that char, but... Okay, maybe a lot of that char. Like the alcohol like hits first and you're like, oh, you know, to get past it. Okay, and then I'm supposed to taste deep, rich profile featuring dark chocolate, cinnamon, toasted sugar, aged tobacco, complemented by a silky mouthfeel, and it finishes with a long and complex, delivering waves of black pepper, oak spice, and a lingering warmth of sweet toffee and rye spice with bunnies dancing in a field. That's weird. That last
Bunnies
part's weird.
dancing in a field?
Yeah,
That's
it's-
amazing.
I might have made that last part up, but it could be in there. I don't know. We'll see. If I
really
taste the
want that
bunnies
to be
dancing
in
in a
there.
field, then we'll know. You know, I didn't make it up.
Do you want to taste bunnies dancing in a field?
Could it be pleasant?
Yeah. All right, and?
What's interesting is like it smells a lot sweeter than it is.
Huh. You've got a heart.
Oh, I got a heart. Thank you.
Yep.
That is interesting. Because it smells like there's gonna be like a lot of sweetness to it. There's a hint of it, but like in the description that I read, more of that like the darker flavors, like maybe like toasted sugar, like a burnt sugar, and pepper definitely, and the rye spice there at the end for sure. All the other stuff, I don't know. I didn't taste any of it.
Okay, so do you
What'd
have
you
like
get?
a go-to place to look up these descriptions, or does it come with wherever you got them from?
Well, I got like little cards with some of them that I have. This one I had like a little card. Are you finding something different for it?
I just was trying to find a description of this so I could give
Oh,
it
gotcha.
some I have a bottle. That's all I have to say about it. I mean, I like it because I've had it before, but
Oh, okay.
I don't have a description.
Yeah, some of the places
Or
that
is it
like
on the bottle? I haven't
not
looked at the
usually.
bottle.
Tasting notes not usually, but usually any places that you can like purchase it online, you'll find like a tasting note there. What's
Oh, there's a story. There's a story on the
Oh,
bottle.
well read
Let's
that.
see. And I have to do like the trombone thing for the glasses to focus correctly. Yeah.
Yep.
John Jacobs came to America during the Great Depression. His dream, ranching in the wide open West. With his family by his side, he worked hard, transformed Sageland into a beautiful ranch, and left the land better for it. In these fast changing times, one thing remains the same. Like John Jacob, dream big. Hold your dream close. Work steady. Face what life throws your way. You'll get there, too. At the end of the day, pour yourself a little John Jacob rye whiskey. Reflect on where you're going. Look back on where you've been. You and John Jacob. You'll get along just fine.
Now record that and send it to him.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go. Every Whiskey Wednesday, we record the story and then we just send it to him. One of them's bound
That'd be
to
great.
hit. One of them's bound to
if I
hit.
get
Right?
a free bottle of whiskey out of it, I will be
I'm just
happy.
saying, if we could get
I mean, work
Whiskey
would be great,
Wednesday
too.
sponsored, I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It could be anything.
I mean-
I don't even really care. I'll pretend to like it. This is the greatest stuff ever had.
All right.
I'm not feeling well tonight, so I only want one sip. Go out to your local store and buy this whiskey.
This doesn't have like, you know how sometimes you like get the nose going and you feel like you're singeing your nose hairs a little bit because like it's just so alcohol forward. This does not have this. It's very gentle and it's like drink me.
Right?
Drink
It's
me.
okay.
You'll like it.
We'll have a good
It's gonna be
experience.
fun. It's gonna
It'll be
fun.
warm.
Yeah.
It'll be pleasant. It'll be smooth. Em says, every time you say John Jacob, I want to sing the jingle Heimer Schmidt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Free booze taste is the best. Yes, absolutely. You're darn right it is.
Okay.
Roll Tide reads like Alice in Wonderland. Exactly. Drink me. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
This stuff is really good. I haven't had it in a while because I've had like the last couple of things I've stocked in the house. I limit myself. I'm like one at a time.
Yes.
One at a time.
Oh,
Otherwise,
yeah.
I would have way too many. Right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
cannot
same.
have multiple bottles in the house. And
No.
so,
Yes, you can.
yes.
Yes, you can.
No, I would need to get a bar. Not that I'm against this, but the problem I'm running into right now is nothing is safe from the little kitty. She
The kittens.
found the last two bastions of like shelf safety where things were located that she couldn't get to formerly. She can
She
get
found
to
it,
them
yep.
now. She figured out how to get to them and has been doing,
How is pancake and waffles? Can I, here, I don't know if I have a single image to sum them up, but let me, why does it, is it effects? Yeah, it's effects, okay. And then we do that. Okay, and then I found them the other day. So they like to like sleep in like these weird positions. Like they're way more flex. So I found one of them. This is how I found them sleeping.
IKEA cats.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
like what is that?
Yeah.
How is that comfortable? He's like twisted
That's so
in half.
great.
He's like
That's
twisted
so
in half.
great.
And then
Oh, I love
I
it.
caught them bullying. That's right. And now I'm going to get banned because I said that word. I caught them bullying the Great Dane the other day, stealing her bed. That's her bed for the Great Dane. And they're like, looks nice. Snooze, you lose. It's our bed now. Like they used to cuddle with her, but now they're like, they take over the bed. I think she's just offended. She's like, but it's my bed. And she just leaves, even though she's like 80 times their size. It's like, oh, I guess my bed's gone. And she sulks about it. But yeah, that's
I love it.
that's pancake and waffle.
I'm gonna try to figure
Pancake
out.
and
Like,
waffle.
I didn't know you could share photos. So let's see if
Yeah,
I
so
can do
on
I don't know if I
the-
can do that in mine, because
Oh.
like the limited featured idiocy.
You can, because you can add a oh, what is the terminology? It's not a scene, but it's a element, object, something.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it while it's going.
While
so
it's going?
let me
Okay.
See if I can do that.
'Cause it limits
Let me
you.
see if I can do that.
So cute.
let me see.
Yeah, strong as glass. My son named them when we got them from the Little Pound place. He named them Waffle and Pancake. Pancake and Waffle.
That's so
And
cute.
Pancake is, they have completely different personalities too, even though they're from the same litter. They're brothers. And they're now, see, we got them in, let's see, February, March, April, May, June. So somewhere around the 22nd. No. I missed some months in there, didn't I? February, March, April, May. I think I skipped May. June. Isn't that right? No. That can't
I'm
be right.
drinking whiskey. Don't ask me to do math.
Whatever. They're like 4 to 6 months old, somewhere in there. I think they're 6 months old. I think I messed that up somehow. How did I mess that up? Anyways, doesn't matter. Pancake is the more outgoing, adventurous. Like the first day he met the Great Dane, he went nose to nose with her. He was like, "Sup?" I was like, "Whoa!"
That's awesome.
Either that kitty has some humongous kitty, or he's not that bright. And I think it's the latter. He just doesn't, he has no survival instinct. He's like, whatever. Hey, what's up?
I think
Waffle
that's
was
what it
like,
is with Suki too.
yeah, Waffle was like, nope, that thing's huge. And he was like, gone. So it took a little while to get them used to each other. But now they could, care less really. Like, she tries to play with them, but her trying to play with them is terrifying to them because she is 20 times their size.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll do her whole like duck down on the floor and go, "Rrr!" But
Yeah.
Waffle's like, God, takes off. Like, it's gonna eat me. I knew it. He was gonna any day.
Here
He
it
doesn't
is.
do it with,
Here it is.
she doesn't do it with Pancake because Pancake doesn't react. He's like, what are you barking at? Like, dude, you're something else. But he's also like our fat cat too. He's like, you pick him up and you're like, ooh, you're heavy. And then you pick his brother Waffle up and you're like, what? Why is he so much heavier than you? Like, is he eating all of your food?
This one is more dense than this one.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, they
He's-
look
he's-
like they're the same size.
He's always been just a little bit bigger though. So he's just, he's just bigger. But the woof probably blows their hair back. It probably does. Probably does. Love their names. Cats ruling the house. Pretty much. My Dane not knows how to mess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's a pretty, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, she's smart, but she's not smart. And she's sweet. Like, the Dane is very sweet. But it's like, she's like an idiot savant. You know what I mean? Like, you could train her to do almost anything, but she'll run into the screen door. Like intelligent, can understand things.
Selectively intelligent in certain
Yeah,
circumstances.
in a lot of areas, and then not in a lot of areas at the same time. Yeah.
Yep.
So she has this like intelligence about her that like, I shouldn't eat the cats. Like, she just kind of knew that don't eat the cats, So
Not
the introduction, even though we did it slowly, I think she would have probably been fine, and she'd had cats around her before, so but she was like a puppy. But now you need syrup and crepe. Yes, we do. No, I don't. Why are you wishing that evil on me? 2 orange and white kittens. That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. They are enough to handle. That's for sure. They're smart when they want to be. Yeah, kind of. I have a corgi, so that's relatable. Oh my gosh. Okay, we were in Seattle watching a Mariners game. We came back and we turned on the TV in the hotel, and the best thing in the world, as far as I'm concerned, came on. It was the corgi races. And it was like the marathon of corgi races. So they showed us like the corgi races from the first year all the way up until like the present year at the time. And it was the most amazing thing ever. Like, oh, they do corgi races. It was so, we watched all of them. Like
I mean,
for
they're
like
little
4 hours we
butts.
watched this. Yes, just there's some of them didn't care. Like most of them didn't care about the race. Some of them did. One of them like won twice in a row, but I think it was just because just by luck. I think I just think he was like, I want to run, and just and then the third year he didn't because then he started like chasing after another corgi. Like
That's great. Oh,
it's
so
the
I
best thing
figured
ever.
it out. I didn't think you could do it. I was about to give up, and
Uh-huh.
then I figured it out.
You got it.
So
Yes.
this was like, was it yesterday? Ad source, come on, do it. Do it. Oh, it's
Oh,
tiny.
there she is. Blow it up. There you go. Yeah.
Okay. So this was yesterday. This was me like getting
Mm-hmm.
ready to make some changes to the booth because of the whole microphone and everything like this. And
Right.
so I had this out because I was trying to feed some cables in through the top of the booth. And, Kitty likes to go to the high spot, even though this is like a 4-foot ladder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there she is. And this is what it looks like when a cat is about to leap over your head onto your back and then springboard off onto the ground. That's what it looks like. So if you ever see your cat with
That's the
that
look.
look on their face and they look
That's
like
the
they're
look.
looking over the top of your head, this is that calculation thing where they're
Calculation, yeah.
like, they're assessing all the mathematics of the move to see if they can pull it off. And she decided it was a go.
Mm-hmm.
And she did that. And in springboarding off of the back onto the floor,
Mm-hmm.
she dug in with all 4 paws.
Mm.
And so my back is covered
Yep.
with cat claw marks.
Yep.
I mean, it looks like I was starring in some sort of like spicy romance thing, but like, nope, it was a
Right.
cat.
There was
It
lots
was
of
a cat.
growling. No,
I
it was
mean,
a
I
cat.
know you're all excited, folks,
No,
that there was something else going on.
It
there.
was
I'm
just a
nope,
cat.
it was just a cat.
Amanda
one.
says, I have a Joey and a Chandler, and my daughter thinks we need the rest of Friends. You do. You do.
Yes, you do.
Do they come to that? Train them to that. If you have, I had a buddy. His dog was named Espen, ESPN, and he tried
yeah.
for the longest time to get him to dun 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 dun. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. And I'm like, dude, that would have been the best though. You got to get
Yeah.
you got to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have it at the 49er Stadium too. There's more corgi racing. I need to look into this. I don't even have a corgi, but it was just the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that would be great. I haven't seen it. I can just imagine. Like, for
Right?
some reason, it's hilarious
so
seeing
cool.
very short dogs run really fast
Run
from
really
behind. Like I've seen like dachshund
Mm-hmm.
den trials, they call them, and like just when their little legs are going, you're like, oh, that's so cute. They're
saw-
like kicking up dirt behind them. It's it's like a
must-
dirt bike.
Yeah, it must have been online or something, but I saw little coasters and they were corgi butts that you could put your like glass on. I'm like, I don't even have a corgi, and I kind of want one of those.
So we used to have this. Okay, this is a weird thing. Are you guys okay with weird? 'Cause
Absolutely.
If not, you're really
Absolutely.
watching the wrong narrator.
Check out
so,
now.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you just go if you're not okay with weird.
Here's your one.
So a household thing in our house was we called it the cat butt game, and the game was to see who could get the other person to stare directly into the barrel of the cat butt, right?
As
And
you do.
it would be like, so you'd look over and you'd see that if the person just turned their head, a certain
Right.
degree,
They would see the cat butt.
they would see, and it bonus points if it was like close.
Close. As you do.
So you'd be like, hey, what do you think of this? And then they look, I looked right down the barrel of the cat butt.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And so like we've introduced our friends to the cat butt game,
Cat butt
and it's taken off in our circle of friends, and so it's kind of become a thing when you can find there's other people out in the world. It's not just us being weird. There are other people obsessed with cat butts because you can find magnets that's like
Yeah, you're right.
the rear end of a
You're
cat with like a little starfish
You're right.
and everything
You're
like
right.
that. I'm like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. It's not just us. We're
Have
not
you
the
seen
only
the-
weird ones out there.
I've seen this thing where I think it was an online ad, and I think it was serious, and it's a little cover you put over your dog's tail so it covers up their butt. And you can get like little gems or like pictures of like different things. I'm like, why? Now you're drawing attention to it. Now it's weird. Now it's weird. It wasn't weird before. Now it's weird. Like, why are we okay? Man, go with
So
it, you know?
funny.
There's a market for everything.
There
right?
is a market for
Right.
everything.
Which,
Yeah.
if you like the book that we, I'm not going to do that. That's a terrible lead in. That's a terrible lead in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well,
Not, not
if you guys
segue.
want book recommendations,
Mm-hmm.
ask a narrator.
Yeah, we've
Because
read a
we're
lot.
always listening to stuff. We're always,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some folks are more on the audiobook side and some are more on the
Yeah.
ebook side. And some of us are like foot in both worlds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, whether you need something for your device, for your trip, for your earbuds, like whatever it is, ask a narrator. They always
For
have
sure.
recommendations.
For
Always,
sure.
always.
The Dresden
Yep.
Files. Every single one of them. That's a good one
I
for your road trip.
hear, I
Mm-hmm.
hear they are redoing the Dresden Files in full cast.
They are. They already have. I have the first one. I got the first one on pre-order. I don't know if it's out yet, but I have it on pre-order because I wanted to hear it. I will say, Marster is like, which also, by the way, same audiobook. The guy who did the audiobook was Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which
So
blows me away. I'm like, wait, what? That guy? He's Harry Dresden, though. He is Harry Dresden. Like
that's
every
great.
time, like I even like I read a couple of the books, but most of them I've listened to. But even when I read it, his voice was in my head as
That's
I'm reading it.
great.
He just is Harry Dresden at this point.
That's so great.
So the multicast might be a little weird for me at first, because
Yeah.
I'll be expecting Harry Dresden.
Yeah, I get
know,
that. Well,
After
and
like
sometimes
25 books.
and sometimes you get in your head
You know.
what a particular actor sounds like, and then when they
Yeah.
do something else, you're like, no,
No.
no, that's
No.
wrong.
Yep.
Like when they cast Hugh Laurie in House, I was like,
Yes. Oh,
no,
amazing. Oh, amazing.
no.
It was
And then
amazing,
I heard
though.
it, and I'm like, okay,
Right.
okay,
Okay.
but
Right.
he's a comedic British actor.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
doing an American drama
Yep.
TV show. What the
And
heck?
perfect.
It was so
Perfect.
weird to me.
I
at
will
first.
say, House, that show specifically, Hugh Laurie House, was my want to be spirit animal. Like if I could be that honest on a day-to-day basis at my day job, life would be amazing. If I could be that blunt, I would not
That
keep
would
my
be
job for more than
hilarious.
like an hour.
So
I
I know
love when
somebody.
dogs go
I
really
know somebody that
hilarious.
did that in their career, and like, yeah, as a security person. Like, ask me about this later. I'll tell you more
Oh,
about it.
okay.
And was that person was known for that and was hired for that. And
Really?
then something happened where there was like a mix up in the higher ups and there
Mm.
was a turnover and they're like, "Oh no, sorry, we're cutting positions." And then like he got kind of screwed out of something and it's like, "Well, yeah. I guess being that blunt can come around to bite you if somebody
Yeah.
is just like, "No, I want an excuse to put my other buddy in here." And
True.
it's like he
But
did
imagine that
amazing
job
for
satisfaction.
so long. Yeah.
Imagine that job satisfaction, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I loved how like I never
Yeah.
watched it when it was out. I watched it like well after it was already over, and then I watched like I would do almost like a season at a time. Like I binged it for all 8 seasons. I watched the thing at the end, everything. I love that show.
Yep.
TikTok. Why do you keep saying I am joining? I never left. Don't you love TikTok? Don't you love its idiosyncrasies?
You're joining. You're joining.
You're joining. I haven't left. Yeah. I'll be driving the TV for 6 hours tomorrow. Need to find me a book to listen to it. Why are you driving the TV? Oh, RV. I was like, what? What an autocorrection. An auto incorrection. Me and auto incorrect. We have a
So-
history.
I'm listening to right now. Shit. Hang on.
That's an interesting one.
Yes, that is an interesting one. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a
it is. It's very
multi-parter.
good. It's very good.
Comes in many different
It's
forms. Yep.
Why am I spacing on the narrator's name? This is
me the book, I'll find
it's called The Mercy of the Gods, and I mean this is more on like the more famous book kind of thing, but this is by the same authors who wrote all of the books behind the Expanse TV series, and so
James Corey.
I went down like I started in a backward, yeah, James Corey. I started kind of backwards.
Jefferson
I
Mays.
started with the TV series, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. And if there is a good TV series, that the books
Oh,
are
The
even
Expanse.
better. The Expanse, yeah.
He wrote The Expanse.
And
I
so-
love that series.
Yeah, and so I tore through it, and I'm like, now I must inhale all of the other things that they've written. So I'm now on Mercy of the Gods, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Narrated by
Thoroughly
Jefferson
enjoying
Mays.
Jefferson Mays, yeah.
Oh, it's only got like 4,395 ratings, and it's at a 4.5
I know,
star.
I know. It doesn't
it's
need
not like it's great or
more like listening, but it's just
I haven't
kind
listened
of
to that
like
one.
what I'm listening to right now.
I'll
I
have
kind of
to-
I go all over the place because like as a narrator, you have to listen to the whole spectrum
The
of
Expanse
things.
is the best ever. By the way, I need to get you to
Thank you.
to duet.
Thank you for saying that because
another scene from Tinaree.
I fully believe it is the best televised series of science fiction, and I will fight people on that.
Right?
I mean,
Nick
maybe
says,
not the last season, but
I haven't watched last season yet.
Yeah.
I was told not to. So,
yeah, you're okay.
so I have this great like vision of the show in my head. So I don't want to soil it, but I'll probably finish it at some point. By the way, Nick says I need to get you two to duet another scene from Tinaree. I have a feeling I need to be looking into duet narration contracts. I think you do.
It's a lot of fun for us. I mean, and I
It is
know that
almost
it's a
certain it's
it's
the
a
best character
growing
ever
area,
written. I will
and
die on
different
that hill.
genres are doing more duet. Like before, it used to be like, oh no, this is only for romance, but then everybody else they're like, oh, maybe we're missing something, and it's like it's really great for more, I would say, subtle performances. Like as a narrator, it's really important to differentiate voices, right? To make sure people are clear on
Sure.
who's speaking. And so sometimes you have to kind of go a little bit bigger with the characters in order to make sure you've got enough differentiation. But when you're duetting, you don't have to do that with the different genders. And so it's like, oh, cool, I can hone in on who these characters are and
Yeah.
not have to worry about so much differentiation that might
Right.
make something sound like a caricature. And
Right.
so for us, it's really fun. And I think it's honestly appropriate for just about every genre out there, but it
Yeah.
is growing in certain genres, in thrillers in particular, and more in other areas. And I feel like it should be in just about every genre. Maybe
Yeah.
not nonfiction. Not nonfiction.
Yeah, maybe not.
Doesn't really
Maybe not.
seem like it needs
Yeah.
it. But every fiction genre where you've got
Sure.
multiple genders.
Why not?
Yeah, it's great.
M says it is. Amos Burton is the best character ever written. I will die on that hill.
Yes. So many great.
Did we just become
characters.
best friends? Those stories have a lot of female POV characters, and the main 4 interactions and attitudes are fun to hear in duet. You know what's funny is I really love doing like the dual and the duet narrations. Like they're so much fun. I don't like listening to them. Is that weird?
It's different for everybody. Everybody's
I like
kind of
a
like,
single
here's
narrator.
my own sweet spot
Or-
for what I like. Yeah.
Multicast. I like single narrator or multicast, but I don't like the in between. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like I have to like force myself to listen to some more to like get used to the
Yeah.
groove of it. But for some reason, I like at least right now, it's not really my jam. I love doing them. I just don't like listening to them.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
weird? I don't know.
It's different. It's different for sure. Yeah.
Shay is my best friend now. I don't make the rules. That's right.
Wait, who's my
That's
best?
right.
I can't see your
M.
chat because
M.
you're M.
Emily,
Okay,
the
yes.
one that
Yeah.
the author that wrote the story. That was
Awesome.
right into it.
Awesome. Yeah. I feel like there can be so many differences between people,
Yeah.
but let's chat books,
Right.
and then we're best friends.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm an obsessive reader. I've had periods in my life where I haven't been able to read as much for one reason or another,
Yeah.
and they're the gray periods, if that makes any sense. And I don't know,
Yeah.
it's chicken egg. Who knows the reason why? Maybe it's other things going on that get in the way of reading, and so
Sure.
my life is too busy and I can't enjoy myself as much. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe I don't have that sort of interesting, imagination that's sparking my creativity, that's feeding into other areas of my life. Like, who knows which way it is, but I need it. I need
Oh, absolutely.
it.
Like
It's,
ever since I was a
yeah.
kid, I've been like a voracious reader, and
Yeah.
I've had to take breaks too. Like there have been like a whole decade where I really didn't read much, but like life just got really busy and I didn't have time for it. The kid
Yeah.
getting out of the military, there was just time. I didn't have time, But when I can get back to it, I do, and I dive into it. The only bummer, I would say, with doing audiobook narration is that it does cut into personal reading time a lot. So the best thing in the world that can happen is when you read a book that you're like, I would have read this anyways, because this is something I would enjoy. And then you get to narrate it. That's the best of both worlds.
Yes,
that's the best.
It absolutely is. Well, and also, kind of to dovetail on that, is when you discover something you did not know you would love, and suddenly you're like, I have a new thing. This is my favorite.
I will say, the number one thing that has been personally kind of gratifying out of Whiskey Wednesday has been that, because I don't restrict, like I've read romance, erotica, sci-fi, male romance, you name it. I've probably read that genre here on Whiskey Wednesday, and I've discovered genres I didn't even know about. That's awesome. There are books that I've read that I'm like, oh my God, I never would have picked this up on my own, but I am reading the rest of this. I am buying this book and reading the rest of it. Like, I think one of the standouts to me, and I don't know why this author doesn't have much more confidence. They need much more confidence. I need to reach out to them. But it was a male romance that I read, and it was about the two primary characters were band members in the 70s. And it talks about their journeys of being in a band and all these, like, all the music that was around in the 70s and early 80s, and them, like, traveling to these different places and playing these gigs and, like, hearing this music, and, like, them as band members, like, trying to audition like a trumpet player. And, like, the whole thing was just like, this is so good. Like, would I have picked it up on my own? Probably not, because I'm like, male romance doesn't interest me. But it was so good. Like, that just happens to be a part of the story. It is a big part of the story, but there's so much more to it. And I think that is like a good litmus test to, like, don't judge a book by its description, let alone its cover. Because sometimes there's great stories. You just or genre. You just got to give it a chance.
That's the thing is, like, unfortunately, like, authors are stuck into having to describe what this is the genre, but
because the markets, right?
Hardly,
where's it going to sell?
Hardly anything fits into one. We're talking like romance, and so, like, I'm trying to avoid certain analogies, but anyway, hardly anything fits into one
suitcase.
Suitcase, thank you.
There you go. Yep, you're welcome. Yep.
My glass is empty.
I am almost there. And you know what? After my review, don't. It's not for me. I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
I don't really like it. It's okay, but it's something I'll probably just give to somebody that I don't really like.
That's a glowing review. That right there is why there's probably not going to be Whiskey Wednesday sponsors.
Yeah, not getting sponsored by Doc Holiday, and that's okay with me, because I don't want to pretend.
That's okay, yeah. No,
I could force myself to pretend.
That's the thing. I never be one of those, like, content creators. I can't BS about something. I just have opinions. I have opinions.
Dude, that's why I'm a terrible salesman. Like, I worked at one of my jobs when I was working through college was Radio Shack. And I did terribly there. I did so bad. I'm just too, I don't want to, like, screw people over. That's not a part of me. Like, I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. And sales feels that slimy car salesman thing. Like, I just don't like it. Like, that's just not me. Like, people would walk into Radio Shack and, like, I know how much we buy stuff for. I look at the inventory. And the guy will come up, like, the one famous one, like, and my boss was standing behind me, unfortunately for me, because we had to have a long talk afterwards about selling. And I had to sell him a stapler afterwards. So stupid. Anyways, he comes in and he's like, I'm getting really bad Wi-Fi connection. I need to get that Wi-Fi extender right there. How much is that? $35? I'm like, dude, one, that's probably not your problem. You obviously don't understand how this, like, stuff, like, propagates. If you're having this kind of problem, an extender probably isn't going to solve your issue. But if you really want to do it, go to Best Buy. This thing's, like, marked up like 50%. Save yourself. And my boss is standing behind me.
And, so like, steam is coming out of his ears. Dude. Like,
Yeah, right. I could have saved myself by, like, but we have a special on batteries. But I didn't know he was there, So.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I just can't do it.
I'm the same. And that's kind of the nice thing about
this is why I hate marketing my own books.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels that way sometimes, huh?
with narration, it's like my voice is my voice. It is what it is. I don't have to like pump it up or like it is
Sure.
just the thing it is. Like I don't have to sell it. Either you like it or you don't,
Or you don't.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
And in some cases, it's going to be somebody else's voice who is more appropriate for a book or a role
For sure.
or anything
It's
like that.
like
And I'm more excited about connecting the author with the right voice. Like
Yeah,
seriously,
absolutely.
and every narrator I've ever talked to who's like actually in this for the long haul has the same mentality.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it's like it is, in a way, it is a competition, but in a way, it isn't. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we
Well, like
compete
one
over
person's going
auditions.
to get the thing, right?
Yeah, but one person's gonna eventually get it.
Yeah.
And there's so much like work out there too that it doesn't really like, it doesn't matter, right? And
Yeah.
I put this to somebody too. Like I did like several auditions for their book, and I just wasn't a fit, right? And there was like concern there, like, well, you know, what if I don't pick you? I'm like, well, I mean, believe it or not, I am not a fit for many more books than I am a fit for.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's just
exactly.
part of it, you know. It's
Yeah.
part of the game, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, one book that you don't get, like, yeah, whatever, you know, like,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Which is
if
why
somebody
like
else
the
is better, they're
audition
better.
part is really important because it's like
Yes.
the part where
Yes.
an author is sort of trying on the coat and finding out does this
Yeah.
fit? Either it
Yeah.
fits or it doesn't, and that's fine. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to get offended if
No.
I'm the coat that doesn't fit. Okay, the analogy got weird. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
didn't it? Yeah. So when I'm in a parka, melting in the middle of Antarctica, and we're doing a book audition, where are we going? Yeah.
Can
get
can
your
I
point.
share with you what Amara just put?
Yes.
You guys made it so hard for me, and I had to mourn you afterwards because it
Yes.
felt like a loss.
Feel that pain, Amar. I'm just
That is
kidding.
the sweetest thing.
That's very,
I swear,
that is
I'm getting like
terrible and amazing at the same time.
yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That's
Yeah.
really wonderful
very
to hear.
sweet of you.
I'm gonna brag about that a little bit to other narrators too. Like, guess
John Payne,
what?
X.
I got turned down, but you know, I
Right.
got this really great thing. No, it's
Right.
seriously,
is.
wonderful to hear things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. And,
And you know
we
what?
know
The
who you
folks-
picked, by the way. We know who you picked, by the way, and we're actually pretty good friends with them. So
Yeah, we're like,
I'm like, oh, okay,
we're
figures.
not sad about
Figure-
this.
no,
We're
not
I
at
mean,
all.
a
We're like,
little
oh,
bit,
yeah, good
'cause It would
choice.
have been fun
Good
because
choice,
the book
yeah.
sounds amazing, and it
Yeah.
would have been super fun to work on. We were both
Like,
like,
no,
oh,
no,
this
good
would be
choice.
great.
Yeah.
But we're like, oh yeah, no,
Right.
good job.
Oh,
Like,
which
way to
reminds me,
go.
I have to go into her next stream and give her a serious round of crap. I've been
Oh, yeah?
meaning to do that. Yeah. Not that I really care. I just want to give her crap. I don't really care at all. But I just want to give her crap. I mean, I'll say congratulations at the end, but I want to give her a round of crap.
Well, and then the next comment is, it was such a hard choice, and I'm like, yep, that's what we're here for. We're here
Yeah.
to make choices hard.
I mean, we're doing our job. Right?
Yep, it does. It actually does.
And John Payne says, fellow ex-Radio Shack employee, heck yeah. Did you have to sell cell phones too? Wasn't that the crappiest move ever? Why do they shift to cell phones? I just don't get it. Like, nobody thinks of Radio Shack and goes, oh, cell phones. No, they think small electronics or a TV or something.
Now we don't have Radio Shack
No,
or Fry's or any
Nope.
of these other places.
Yep, they all went out.
Although there's supposedly, I haven't been there yet, but on
She
the
was
east side
torn,
of
yeah.
Seattle, there's supposedly like this place where it's a window in time into
Oh.
the kind of place that you want to buy all your little weird electronics that you really hate to have to go to Amazon for like 50 cents.
Wait, where's this?
You're like, "Wah." East side of Seattle. Like it's a place, I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I'll send you a link and
Okay.
you'll look at the photos and you'll be
Okay.
like, oh, I want to go there. Yeah, great.
Was selling Sprint when it first came out. Yeah, and T-Mobile, like, what was funny, like my Radio Shack next door, we had a T-Mobile, and we had better deals in the T-Mobile store. So we could sell them. It just, I don't think it was a place that people thought about to go for a cell phone, right? There just wasn't, I don't know, I think it was terrible marketing too. Best Buy really monopolized. Yeah, no kidding, right?
I'm really
No kidding.
distracted by Amara's comments. It was okay. It's been
Okay.
a progression. Okay, here we go. It was such a hard choice,
Oh,
and I loved suffering.
I love suffering.
You're gonna suffer, but
Right.
you'll be happy about it.
That's right. That's right.
That's why you're a writer.
That's why you're right. Yeah, you have to love suffering. You have to love suffering. I think in any kind of art form, really, right?
Well,
Writer,
anybody who's a
actor,
creative
whatever.
is like, you know, we're in this because
Oh, yeah.
suffering is part of it. Like,
Yeah.
there's a part of us. We're like,
You have
yeah,
to.
we're into that.
You have to, and like especially like writing the emotions to write them effectively. I think you have to have experienced a little bit of it, right?
Yeah.
At least on some level, to be
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to act that as like a narrator or
Yeah.
theater or whatever. What are you drawing from?
Yeah.
Personal experience. You know what I mean? Like, so it's one of those things. You have to suffer because otherwise,
How
it's
can
not
you
as
connect with it?
Yeah,
How can
you
you
can't.
connect with it on an emotional level
Yeah.
that is going to translate to the audience
You have to draw
experiencing
from it.
that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to draw
Yep.
from it. Any
My trauma's
author
gotta be good
who
for something,
self-edits
right?
knows the suffer. No kidding, no kidding. Any. I will counter that with any narrator that edits their own work at any time knows how to suffer as well. Hearing your own voice again and again and again. Oh, it's like the last thing I want to listen to.
Yeah, there's a progression too, or at least for me there has been. It's like at first you're like, oh, that's what I sound like, and then you get over that real fast
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
you have to.
You just
And then you're
have
like,
to.
how many times did I do that line and I'm still not happy with it? Can I do it again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hypercriticalness and perfectionism. Like the very first book that I did like in training was a 20+ hour long audiobook. And we're going to redo that audiobook here soon. So I'm not going to tell you what it is because don't
You
go
told
buy it.
me
It's going to
about
get
that.
it's going to get pulled down and redone.
This is
But
how I know. Yeah, you're into suffering.
Oof. First I was 11 hours into it, lost everything because of a power outage, and I lost my whole computer. Had to rebuy my a whole new computer. For the most part, I was able to salvage some components, but like the RAM was fried, the motherboard was fried, all of my hard drives except for one was fried. It was it took it. It just pooped the bed.
That is rough.
And then, as I was sitting down and editing it, I was like, I don't like that. And then I'd redo it again, and then redo it again, and then redo it again. And I had like 80 billion pickups by the time I was in the 5th chapter. I'm like, I need to stop this. It took me 80 hours to edit the darn thing because I just couldn't like get over this wasn't perfect. And it still isn't perfect, like I think it actually ended up sounding worse as a result because all the punch-in points. I can hear them because I edited it. I'm like, why are you doing this? So I just
There
can't.
are so many
overdo
ways
it.
in which we are like. There's so many ways, right? And so I knew I would be this way. I knew that this would be my struggle, is letting go and not letting perfection, what is that? Not let perfection be the enemy of done or something like that. There's a catchphrase. Anyway,
It's right there.
So-
it's right there.
right, it's
Confucius
super
would
close.
be very upset with us right now, but it's right
yes,
there.
Yes.
Yep.
And so I knew that this would be the thing. So I wanted to make sure before I even started with the very first thing I was going to record, I was going to nail down so many other things. I was going to nail down the sound. I was going to nail down the software. I was going to nail down everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was my process. And then I come across somebody yesterday who I saw asking a question on the Book of Faces. I had just got offered a book and I accepted the book, and now I was told I should download some software to record on. I was like,
Oh,
you what?
yes.
You what?
Yes.
I was offended. I was offended from my own process, and I was offended for whatever poor author got stuck with that person as their first narrator. I was like,
right? I mean, it's the way to learn the hard. I mean, my very first book, if you look back, don't do this. If you go back on my jungle thing that they own that starts with an A, the very first book I did in 2018, man, is it rough. I didn't know what I was doing at all. They're like, hey, you've been doing short stories for us, like these short horror stories. You want to do our audiobook? I'm like, heck yeah, I got this. It was a terrible experience. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
It was the most frustrating thing ever. So your first audiobook, I believe, as a rite of passage, should be rough.
yeah.
And then
well, thankfully, it's
when you
not
go back
under
and listen
this
to it,
name.
you're like, oh, yeah, I could do much better now. It's one of those.
Yeah,
I have
I
offered
was
those guys, by the
actually-
way. I'm like, hey, do you want me to redo that book? Why don't we just, freebie? Let's just do it again. Let's just do it again.
No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do
Royalty
that.
share. Royalty share.
You have, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Your first book sucks.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the thing for narrative. You just have to live with it. You have to live with that pain.
Yeah.
And be okay with it and let it go. And probably nobody's even going to know the reason you think it sucks, because you'll be listening and you're like, I can hear the mouth noises. I can hear the mouth noises.
Well, and
but they've done surveys about this, and nobody ever like returns an audiobook or dislikes an audiobook because of the mouth noises.
Or the breathing.
It's just things that we can hear. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just perfection of
the stuff that drives you nuts. Isn't nobody else is going to pick up.
It was even worse for me because I came from audio dramas first. And in audio dramas, you eliminate almost all the breath noises unless it's very dramatic, like, oh my gosh, that's in the line or something. But other than that, it is dead. There is no breaths in between. You're killing it. And that's just not how audiobooks are done because it's long form,
Yeah, it's so different. Every style of voice acting is going to have its own little, eccentricities and nuances. And it's kind of fun.
M is probably gone, but she said, all right, gotta go, gotta be a parent. Thank you again, both. It was so wonderful hearing my chapter. Well, thank you, M. It was very wonderful reading it. It was an amazing experience. I love doing duets with Shay. Give me an excuse, I'll do it. John Payne, is that how people hear me? Ugh. Yeah, right? Perfectionism is the bane of writers and narrators, says Nick Plume. Absolutely. Some authors' first books are the same.
Feel those pain.
I will say that you are correct. I will say that you are correct. Justin, we need to get together about my book. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Michaela Harper Vio
says,
says,
was that Whiskey Jack?
The mouth clicks drive me nuts.
Oh, yes. Mouth clicks. Nobody cares about mouth clicks either. It's like, unless they're egregious. Like, you're like, if you're like, holy crap.
Do
Drink
not
some
eat
water.
peanut butter and narrate.
Or do. And see how strong your RXD mouth click is. There's an advertisement for RX. Right?
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, that would be funny.
John Payne, what was your book now? I feel bad. I have forgotten already.
Oh, there was a meow.
Let me look it up. They want... Was that yours or mine?
That was mine, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm like, they want to get their wet food. They're past their wet food time.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. It is definitely past wet food time for ours, too.
I'm looking it up. I'm
Hodor,
trying to find my Whiskey Wednesday. Hodor.
Yep. Yeah. I kind of needed it, but I didn't want Booth Gremlins because they have both... this stuff right here, they like to sink their claws.
No, Joseph Maker, Galactic Beginnings. I remember now.
I'm terrible at
clicks
matching
are at the
names.
end.
I
Each
hope
word,
folks don't ever take it poorly if I forget something. Because, here I was early. I was forgetting the name of the book that I've been listening to for like 6 hours.
Oh, I think it's like as we get older, we just brain fart more information, right? Like there's just not enough that can like stick in there, like on
I still
a
have
long-term
80s
basis.
commercials that I cannot dislodge from my brain.
Me too.
If I could
Crossfire. That's
yes. Oh my god. Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? Right? No kidding. Got Milk. Remember that? That's 90s though. But Got Milk.
Yeah.
Remember that? I think my favorite one. The dude's like in there and there's like a table and there's like full of donuts. He's like, he's like downing all these donuts. He's like, yes, right? And he's supposed to be in like heaven. And then he walks to the fridge and opens the thing and there's all this milk in there and he pulls one out and it's empty. And the next one is empty.
And he
he's
goes
like,
to the next one and it's empty.
Where am I? And then the thing comes up in fire. Got Milk, like, like that is perfect. That was my favorite.
Yeah, some of them are good. Some of them were like, ooh, no. But some of them were, some of them
Stephanie
were
James
memorable.
Publishing says, we're starving with the kitty emote thing on it. Yeah. No kidding. Have you seen what are the cartoons where it's like the cat wakes the owner up by like dropping stuff on him or whatever and he's like, Meow, when he wakes up and looks at him. Simon's cat, yeah.
Simon's cat, yeah.
That's what I think all the time.
I can still sing the whole Canine Advantix commercial to this day.
That's amazing. That's amazing. No, John Payne's Galactic Beginnings. Did you now Shay will actually appreciate this book too, I think. being a lover of sci-fi, and also having worked in the IT industry.
Very much so.
Did you listen to the Whiskey Wednesday episode for Galactic Beginnings? John Maker?
No, I missed it.
So it is a IT network engineer that gets sucked into a portal into like this alien. But the way it starts out is like every terrible IT job you've ever had. It is amazing, right? The boss is like, you know, like, it is amazing.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, you love
Yeah.
How dare you,
I would like
right? Kanene, hello. Good to see you again. Oh, man.
Well,
This was fun.
this has been lovely, but I'm hungry, so
Yeah.
I'm
Think your
getting a
cats are
little
hungry, too.
punchy. Yeah, the cats are hungry. I have an empty
are, too.
stomach with nothing but whiskey on it, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
like,
You did rush to the last minute to get in here today, didn't you?
Well, yeah. So for those of you who didn't, I had a booth issue.
Yeah.
Issue. I was like, there's a noise.
She needs a Snickers.
Where's the noise coming from? And so I tore my booth apart trying to find the noise. Turns out it was like, city workers sawing some trees out there.
Worst.
And so I had to put all of the booth back together again. And so we are here. Yay. And this is actually the debut live with this mic. And I'm so
sounds
happy with it.
Really good.
I'm super
It sounds
happy
so
with
good.
it.
It complements your voice a lot. And I can't wait to get the
Thank you.
recordings of it because the other mic,
It had some challenges.
the
Like there was a
sibilance.
nice, the sibilance was rough, but there was a nice, the brightness
warmth
to
goes
it
to
was
it, yeah.
nice, but this
Nice
has
and warm.
more of a warmth without getting muddy. That was the problem I
True.
had previously,
True.
is that the other mic that I started with, it just had this, it made it muddy, and I really had to
Yeah.
do a lot of engineering in order to overcome that, and, it's better
That
to
is-
start with a mic that complements your voice.
That is a
So-
thing. Like, I wonder if there's like I mean, there probably is because you can rent music gear, right? From different places.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends on where you're at. But like, before you start narrating and you're settling down on like a mic, renting a couple might be a good idea, to find out what's like
Yeah.
good
well,
for
and-
your voice,
Yeah, definitely. And the thing, I think the problem is the first mic I started with is one that
UT-87.
is most well known for being a singer's mic, right?
Big
And
difference.
so not entirely appropriate, hence the muddiness and all the other issues. This second mic that I did, the one that you know about, was also for singing. It was a different type of mic, but still, it's made for volume. It's made for, these different dynamics that aren't present in narration and voiceover. And so, but this one, this is a
Narration
voiceover mic. Yeah, this works.
Thank you for the
really
share
well.
there, CSB Tilly. It's a UT-87, right? I remember
UT
right?
Twin 87. Yeah, it has this
Twin
little
87.
flip switch on it that chooses either a more old school sound, a more retro sound versus, more modern sound to it.
That-
And
Is a significant jump in price.
yeah. I wouldn't have been able to, I wouldn't have chosen to afford this one, but it's used, and so it's, different dynamics. And so, yeah. But I
Nice.
really like this one. I really like it.
Nice. No, the circuitry on there, that's why.
Yeah.
But it sounds really good.
Yeah, thanks.
Sounds really good. I mean, it better. Right? It's one of those, like, it better. It's like when I bought this mic and I couldn't use it for like the longest time. Because that's the good and the bad about the higher end mics is they're very sensitive. They pick up everything. But if you don't have sound isolation, if you're in a noisy place, that's not good. You're not going to be able to use it. So I had to switch to like a Sennheiser 416 or whatever. It's like shotgun mic. So it isolated
mic,
all
yeah.
the noise down to just this pattern and I think 128 or 180 degrees behind it. So
Yeah.
directly behind the mic and in front of the mic is the only pickup pattern. As were like the cardioid and super cardioid patterns, like those pick up everything,
Yeah.
How to tell if a mic is for singing or speaking. Usually by the description, but usually your singing mics are going to be more towards the dynamic end
Yeah.
of being a microphone, and they're going to need some kind of boost in power. You're going to be using like a FET head or a sky lifter or whatever the heck they call it, or really boosting the gain on whatever
And then
preamp
by
you
doing
have.
that's the thing is some of them they're like, oh, you just get this other device, but why?
Noise.
Why not
Too.
start with a mic that works? Because when
Yep.
you implement these devices, it boosts everything else,
Everything.
and some of those things you don't want boosted, and so
Yep.
you end up having to do additional engineering to
Gain
deal with that.
gain is
and
gain. That
Yeah.
means noise is gained. Everything else is gained.
Your breath.
Your breath is gained. Yep.
Yeah. No.
Your sibilance is gained.
Sibilance. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, no, it sounds so
And
much
so
better.
there are mics that do really well for
Mm-hmm.
narration, but also then it gets down to, does it do the right thing for your voice? And so, like, in my opinion, I don't think it's worth going for like this super expensive mic right out the gate, because you don't know. I mean, and why spend a bunch of money if you're going to be,
Abigail.
hurting later on because it's not the mic that's right for you?
Yeah.
And so,
Abigail says, "Yay, my favorite duo."
aw.
And you're
Wait, who said
one
that?
of our favorite listeners, Abigail.
Abigail, thank you. That's really nice to hear. Well, we love working together, so
Yes, yes. We
Yeah,
we
we're-
need more projects to work
we're
on
like,
together.
Abigail said that we're her favorite duo.
Absolutely.
Sorry if I got
Jonathan.
the pronoun
Anytime.
wrong, but Abigail said we need to work more together. So
Yeah.
hire us
Yeah.
both
So
together.
now we have to.
Yep.
Now we have to. Yep. Now we need books written so that we can do them. You are
I
welcome.
have been
Jonathan.
told to eat. Amara says, eat.
Yes, go eat. Go eat. Go eat. I'm gonna go feed
I'm
kittens.
I'm stalling because we don't have any more, immediate in our immediate future. We don't have anything else set up to
know.
duet, and so I'm like,
Yeah.
we just need to set up. Oh, we talked about this before. Here's what we need to do. We
Okay.
need to do some sort of like scheduled Q&A where we
All right.
will, take live questions or prepared questions or whatever we want to have an excuse to sit down and chat like this and have folks join us and
So a
hang out.
live podcast. It's gonna-
No,
no, we won't call it a podcast.
no.
It's a
It will
Q&A
just be here.
section with Shay and Justin. The J and S hour. The S and J hour.
Yeah, I feel.
I wish my name actually started with a G. The S and G. Called the shits and giggles. If only I could be
That's
Greg.
hilarious.
That's it. My pseudonym is going to be Greg something.
Greg.
Just so I can have a G. Right?
So, okay, I have a question for everybody. I know we said we were going to wrap, but I
The
just have a question.
Shay
so...
hour. Ooh. John
Oh.
Payne, I like that.
Ooh.
The Just Shay hour. Then they'd be really
Nice.
disappointed when there's two of us. You said it would be Just Shay. No, it's Just Shay hour.
I had a thing. This is where the squirrel brain is a problem sometimes.
CSB Tilly says, sounds like a podcast to me.
Damn it.
High five. Abigail says, yes, she would love that.
The inn is silent.
Abigail says, I am still working on that book you will have to use your alt name for. Sounds like it's going to be spicy. All right.
that was the question. So I
Oh.
had an idea for like a spicy pseudonym, right?
Okay,
But
okay.
here's the question is,
All right.
I still like it, but the last name, like the family name, is also the same name as another narrator who's also a good friend of mine. Would it be weird if we had the same
Last name?
Yeah.
No. Because there's like 80 billion Smiths, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's not
Why would it
Smith.
matter?
That's not Smith.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so this is going to be like thumbs up, thumbs down. What do people think if I
Okay.
ever decide to
Right.
use this?
Oh, and Stephanie James Publishing says she likes it. Just Shay. There's another vote.
There we
There's
go.
another vote. I think we almost have
Another
this nailed down.
I just was telling people I cannot take on another thing. Do
Right.
not let me take on another
After
thing.
this one. Yeah.
After this one. Okay, so what about the name
All right.
Twyla Night?
Oh yeah, you could
Thoughts?
definitely use night.
Twyla Night.
Twyla, night. Makes me think of a Star Wars character, like a
It
Twi'lek.
was my brother's girlfriend in high school, and I just always liked the
Twyla.
name. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
That is a really cool name, actually.
it is. Like I kind of like it
Twyla.
because it kind of makes me think
What's
of
a
Twilight,
like?
but
What
it's not
origin
quite
is
there.
that?
I have no idea. I don't even know like if he likes her or doesn't like her, and maybe it would be like, really,
Awkward.
did you have to pick her name? That's kind of weird. I don't think he doesn't care.
She stole my car. What is? Of all
Did you
people.
have to pick
She
that name?
stole the one that stole my car. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I've got a vote. Amara likes it. There we go. We've got a vote
For what? Twyla
for Twyla
or
Night.
for Just
yeah.
Shay?
Oh, I'm not sure. Was it for Twyla Night or was it for Just Shay?
Twyla's good. I like that. CJ says that's sick. Actually,
Both.
Right.
Both. Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And
it's almost a done deal.
let's see. And here's a
Twyla.
Revka was a woman my mom knew. It was her Earth
Revka?
name. Same vein. Interesting. Revka.
Revka.
Revka. I like that. It sounds Scandinavian.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't have any background in that. It's just like if I had to pick, I'd
Yeah.
guess there.
Just
But
Shay
yeah.
is also
Abigail,
sick.
Abigail, I
but,
agree. Both is good. Yeah.
yeah, another vote for both.
All right.
Yeah. Now we have to come up with a jingle. It
She
could be really short,
disappeared
like
with motorcycle gang. Oh, that sounds like
What?
an interesting story.
Okay, start from the beginning. Let me pour another glass.
Amara.
Right, yeah.
Amara says this was in I think referencing Revka was a woman my mom knew. It was her Earth name, same vein. She disappeared with a motorcycle gang. This is the story of how my parents got married. I'm gonna need some more information.
Wait, we just went real quick. You're like, I was walking downtown the other day.
Yeah,
To make a
Abigail
long
needs that
story
story.
short, I buried her in my basement. Hold on.
Yeah,
Info in
no.
the middle. Rewind. Like,
Okay, here's
we
here's
need
the
more.
thing. When we do this, we'll
Yeah.
we'll bring people up to tell because I mean you can't
Perfect.
just like drop this into the comments. So we'll let you know,
Perfect.
Amara.
Perfect.
and so
Because
you
that might
can
be a much,
tell us the story.
a little bit to
Yeah.
type. You know, you're like, well, it all started when, you know, like,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
And you only have
Yep.
like,
Abigail wants story
30
time too. Yep.
okay, all right. Story time with Just Shay. Turns out it's never Just Shay. That's the joke. It's never Just Shay.
It's never just.
It could actually be anybody, but you have to be there. And it's never
No,
Just
it has
Shay.
to be you. No, it has to be you.
It has to be.
Yep.
But the jingle, like, it sells, it's like, it would be like, it's the Just Shay show. You know, like, that's it. That's it. Real shit, real.
Well, you have a music background, so
love it.
you're gonna do the jingle, right?
And she was stunned into silence. That's how much.
Oh,
Isn't that what happened in Bubble Boy? Bubble Boy.
I don't know if I ever saw that. Okay, you're freezing up here. I don't know if it's my internet or yours.
I'm all confused now.
Okay, you were frozen for a minute there, and so
Yeah, you were frozen
Okay.
too.
you had a very nice look on your
Yep.
face, just to let you know.
Oh,
Like
good.
you had a very
You were like, I was like, well, we could just do the jingle like this, and then you were like, I'm like, she's stunned into silence. But maybe it was me that was disconnected the whole time.
Well, I was just impressed because usually, you know, when somebody's paused in the middle, like they have this bizarre look on their face, and I'm like, oh no, that's
Yeah.
good.
Usually I get stuck
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
or something, but yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, wow.
Yep.
Yep. And then you take a screenshot and you send it to them later because that's what
Yes,
friends do.
That is exactly what friends do. Yes. Thankfully, this is
goofy
being
look.
recorded.
Oh yeah, it's going up later on the tubes of you. Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot that you record like the whole thing. You
The
don't edit
whole
it.
thing.
You just like,
No, it's rawa.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Now I'm like mentally reviewing shit I said.
I'm like, what did I say? Were
Did
the
I
things
say
that I said that I
anything
shouldn't have
that's
said?
problematic?
Right.
Ah.
I really hate this author. Oh man, I shouldn't have said that.
Did I say anything that's going to
Oh,
get me in
no.
trouble? Because
I don't
that
think so.
happens. Like, we are humans. Hopefully, we're giving each other some grace.
Sure.
Hopefully.
Like, look, I had some rye whiskey
Yep.
on an empty stomach.
Yep. Yep, it was the cat. The cat did it.
Right. I
can't-
became
I
Twyla
didn't-
for an evening. All right. Look, some strange stuff happened. All right. But tune into the Just Shay Show.
Po Buddy's Nerfect.
Just Shay Show.
Do you get
Ooh,
do you
Just
get
Shay
that?
Show.
Just
Just Shay Show. It's almost like Just Say So. Just
yeah.
Shay Show.
Okay, so
Ooh.
I
There's something there.
have a habit of buying domain names.
We are so alike. It is scary. It is scary. You know how many
And I
domain
think I'm
names I
really-
own?
Oh.
I've pared down. I've pared down.
Oh. Yeah, they make so much money off of us, domain
Oh,
squatters.
yes.
And we don't do it to be a jerk. We're like
No.
we intend to buy
Intend to
these
use
things
it.
and then do something
Yeah.
with them, right? But
Yeah.
I think I'm actually going to do something with
Oh.
the one. You have to tell me
Okay.
if you like this. So
Okay, okay,
instead
okay.
of the whole mishmash of different domains that I have and all the different
Mm-hmm.
email addresses and websites, blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
Hearshay.com.
Hearshay.com. I like that. It's like hearsay, but hearsay.
Mhm.
I like it. I really, really like that.
Yeah.
All mine are like stuff that I plan on doing, but it'll probably never happen when I really sit down and think about it. Like, although I did come up with 2 episodes of this show that I called For Us Curious Kids. Take the first letter of those
Oh.
words. Think about it.
Yeah.
A curiosity
it.
podcast for
I
us
like
curious
it.
kids. And then we thought of a show that we could do called People Offended by Other People. And then we could sell people offended by other people. And then I bought poopmerch.com as a result because I'm like, dude, the shirts will sell. The shirts will sell. And yeah, I don't think we'll ever do that show, but but if I ever wanted to, I own
This is how you
poopmerch.com.
start your TikTok store.
Yeah, true. Poop.com, poopmerch.com.
There you
That's yep.
There you go.
That's how
I
we do it.
mean, this is maybe how you know
Mm.
we've had some drinks. Because we both think this is a good idea.
Yeah, this is a great idea. Wake up in the morning like, what was I thinking?
Oh, good.
Why
thing
do
we
I own
didn't do that.
poopmerch.com? Yeah. Why are people offering me money for this website now? I don't get it.
How do we finish these? Like, how do we know we're done? I think maybe we need to have a thing. This is how we.
Okay, we need to sign
I mean,
off. Okay.
before than just like, boop, we're done.
Right.
Because I feel like we've tried to stop recording a few times and
Okay.
we have failed.
We haven't. We failed miserably.
There's
we
people
need to-
cracking up in my comments, so it's not just the booze, unless y'all are drinking too.
When the cat meows. When the cat meows. Is that how we sign off?
When the cat meows.
Oh, and the cat is meowed. Have a good night, everybody. Click. Is that what you mean? That'd be interesting, and it
yeah,
could happen.
well then we're gonna be like clicking
Very
off right
entertaining.
in the middle of narration because that happens.
True.
Like
True.
gotta record that over.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he walked into the. Oh, sorry, everybody. Yeah. Short episode today. Cat was on.
Yeah, we need to have a thing.
Okay.
The opera lady has sung good night.
The opera lady
Kinda
has
nice.
sung good
The
night.
opera
Okay.
lady has sung.
The opera lady
No,
has
because
sung.
then maybe somebody would want me to sing, and you really don't want that.
Oof. I do know a couple of opera singers.
Remember to Hodor and keep on squirreling. Oh, you can tell Amara's been watching us.
Mara has been watching too. I feel kind of guilty. You know way too much. How long have you been watching us? I'm so sorry.
I feel known. I
Right?
feel seen.
I feel validated.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
I do. Thank you, Amara. Is what we're trying to say.
Yeah,
In an
I'm
abstract
kind
way.
of liking that. Remember to Hodor and keep on squirreling. Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were saying when it's time, not a goodbye sentence. Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I mean, you could say that, and then I'll say, as the cat meows. And then
Well,
we just.
there's another suggestion. There's a
Oh,
new
what's that? What's that?
suggestion from Abigail. Just shout squirrel and point and turn it off. Just, squirrel.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that too.
We don't have to have just one. We
We could have multiple. We could change it up.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks, Shay. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by.
Yeah.
Appreciate
thank
it.
you. Yeah, that's the thing is I mean, I kind of like that one, but I want to thank everybody because
Yeah, we can do that after we thank everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
you do the-
workshop
like the
this.
thanks.
We'll
Yeah,
workshop
we'll
this.
workshop it out.
We'll come up with something. Yeah.
Exactly.
Which
But
means
yeah,
we have to do this again and again and again. And again.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do it every Wednesday.
That does not suck.
No, that does not. Though. Yeah. Glad I tuned in at the
Do the
end.
Midwest goodbye.
Okay.
Amara's saying you gotta do the Midwest goodbye. I don't know.
Midwest combine. What's that?
2 hours later.
2 hours
Oh yeah.
later.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
The Irish
Yeah,
goodbye.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
leave. Yep.
Yep.
Right. And with that, y'all have been great. I'll see you next Wednesday
Yes.
for another story. And thanks, Shay. And
Thank you so much. This has been great.
yeah, squirrel.
Squirrel.